This?
What, yep. Live or?
Yeah. We'll be there in a second. Check. 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check.
So while you're doing your opening there, I'll try to figure this out.
Just let me know when we're live.
Pucks?
For many, many years, the state of Kentucky, the city of Lexington, has been considered a basketball town, a basketball state. A culture built around the great sport of basketball and the great distilling of bourbon. But since the Pergram family have come to town, head coach Tim Pergram and assistant coach Clay Pergram, things have started to change and the winters have become a little bit colder as the ice has begun to freeze here in Lexington. And with that frozen ice, with those chilly winters comes Kentucky hockey. The Kentucky Wildcats coming to town with an 8-1 record. A long, month-long road trip. A chilly, chilly October begins for them tonight with a home contest on Saturday night following a big-time football win over Vandy. Vanderbilt goes down. Where will the Flyers go? They fly in high. They fly in playing well. I've spoken to Coach Tim Pergram, and he said, this Dayton Flyers team is dangerous. They are skilled, and they will be difficult to match. But when you look to the other side of the ice, look no further than forward Gary Eastlack. And I look into the crowd, I see a sign that says Gary lacks nothing, and this Kentucky team lacks nothing. And with that, I bring you to a broadcast team that certainly lacks nothing. The Dan K Show here in the booth. Dan K on the mic for you. Lucas Jones to my right. We welcome you to a broadcast unlike any other, a broadcast one of a kind of hockey that is so fine. It will be fun. We will be here with you, and we invite you to be a part of the broadcast all night long. Tweet to us at @the_Dan K Show. Again, at @the_Dan K Show. Go on Instagram, follow along with us at @the_Dan K Show, and go on Facebook and follow us at @the Dan K Show. But I know there's a lot of college students watching, and Facebook is no longer a viable medium for them. But what is a viable medium for us is hockey. College hockey. Kentucky hockey. It is a home broadcast. It is a fun broadcast. And with that, I invite my friend, my colleague, my right-hand man, my consigliere, my Michelle, Lucas Jones, into the booth. Lucas, how's it going tonight?
Dan, it's going great. I am extremely excited to be here. We have been looking forward to this broadcast for a very, very long time
So
now.
long.
It was a 10.5-hour drive to get here. It was worth every single half hour inside that 10.5-hour drive to be as close to the ice as I think we're ever going to get right here for this game between Kentucky and Dayton.
This is the closest we'll ever be. There is no glass in front of us. I am afraid of hockey pucks, but I am a fan of the game of hockey, and that's all you're going to get all night long. We're going to get good hockey, fun hockey, exciting hockey. And for you at home watching from the Kentucky Wildcat side, go Cats! That's going to be the call. Lucas is going to be going on, checking some audio here, making sure we're good to go as we roll here. Let's take a look at this Kentucky roster. Eric Williams is going to get the start in net. Eric Williams, number 39, out of Arlington, Texas, the junior from Arlington, Texas. Going to get a big-time start in net for your Cats today. Let's run through that roster. Jimmy Cash is a forward. He's out of Park Ridge, Illinois. He's a senior. J.R. Poole out of Leesburg, Virginia. He's a freshman. Jake Patno out of Atlanta, Georgia. He's a sophomore defenseman. Max Boss, who is the boss, Max is, out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, senior defenseman. Connor Gilbert, the forward out of Norton, Massachusetts. Doesn't say what year he is. You know, it might be one of those situations where you have you hand the birth certificate in and you say, I am 20. You never know with that one. Max Proctor, the sophomore forward out of Champaign, Illinois. Mikey Liska, forward out of Chicago, Illinois. He's a freshman. Matt Pakala out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's a sophomore there, number 11. Peter Dolan, a freshman out of Mount Prospect, Illinois. Then you've got number 13, the man who brought the Dan K Show into Lexington. He lacks nothing. He's Gary Eastlack. Gary Eastlack, the freshman out of Mantua, New Jersey. This guy scores in bunches, makes things happen. He's dangerous, and he's fun to watch. Then you go to Zach Bartus, the Chicago, Illinois defenseman. He's a freshman. Blake Riley out of St. Louis, Missouri, a sophomore there. As you see underneath us, Jimmy Cash, the senior. Doing the right thing. You want to talk to all your referees, giving a handshakes right in front of us here under the booth. Jimmy Cash, you can already tell right now he's going to be the guy who's the leader on this team. And you can see the flow of J.R. Poole already skating around the ice. We keep going there. Gavin Obanoff, he's out of Gurnee, Illinois. He's a senior defenseman. Mike Angelis out of East Meadow, New York. He's a sophomore. Jack Higgins makes us all very jealous. He's from Nashville, Tennessee. He's a junior. Who doesn't want to live in Nashville, Tennessee? Then you go to Ryan Huseman. He's out of Independence, Kentucky. He's the hometown boy. He's a freshman and a forward. Jeff Eisen, the goaltender here, is going to back up Eric Williams today out of Lexington, Kentucky. Big-time hometown boy. He's a junior. Griffin Stolman out of Owings, Maryland. He's a sophomore. Ryan Duffy out of Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Joshua Berrios, the defenseman from Chicago, Illinois. A lot of Illinois represented on this roster here. And then finally, Jake Deemer out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the freshman. Lucas giving me a lot of head shakes here, just kind of checking my audio. Is that what's going on? You can hear me, though, Lucas, right? That's good. Lucas doesn't have his headset on yet, so you won't hear back from him. But eventually he'll join me in the broadcast and kind of talk to me a little bit.
Dan, I'm making sure all the levels are correct. You know, one of the great things about traveling is getting to meet all these new people, and we have such a great audio team with us here today. But you know, you got to make sure. You got to make sure that these things are great for the folks at home. We wouldn't be doing this without you. You guys wanted this, so we give it to you. The Dan K Show, if there's one thing the Dan K Show is about, it is about the folks at home. And I think we can say that pretty clearly.
That's correct. And Lucas, I might need you to go spot and find out who that goaltender is there, if he's going to start net in the white jersey. Number 36 is not on our number chart here as a goaltender. Lucas is going to have to go check that out if he winds up starting. We may want to give a look. I can see the coach down there in the back corner. We'll find out from him if needed. But instead, we'll right now go through the roster of the Dayton University Flyers. As we got look at this, the officiating crew now getting involved. Always love it, officiating crews involved. Checking out the hats. We got the swag in the booth. Hey, if we can help you out, Cats fans, we'll throw them some swag. We got it in the booth with us here. Again, you're watching along with the Dan K Show here on YouTube. The Dan K Show. I'm Dan K, alongside Lucas Jones. If you are here, or if you're not here, follow along on Twitter. You'll see the suit I'm wearing. There was just a picture posted by the Kentucky Hockey Twitter page that said, this guy wore this suit to this game. How could you not be here tonight? That's what I'm saying. We're basically Barstool without the money, the followers, but all the fun. We have all the fun. We still have the same amount of fun. We just got a chance to check out Kentucky football. Benny Snell Jr. snelling it up there. Ooh, that Snell. Can't you smell that Snell? That Benny that's around you. Benny Snell was absolutely impeccable today. A little dinged up at the end of this one. You can look down in front of us right now. Eric Williams in front of us talking to the refereeing crew. Long goaltender here. Not one of the tallest I've ever seen, but the hair's going, the flow's going. Eric Williams, the one thing I know about him, good rebound control. This guy's not going to give up second chance opportunities.
Well, you know, one of the most important things that we talk about is how important controlling those rebounds are. You know, it's those second chance opportunities. In basketball, the centerman's job is to get rebounds, prevent second chance opportunities, right? If you're a baseball fan, it's the catcher's job to keep that ball in front of him when it hits the dirt. If you're a goaltender, your job is to keep that puck from bouncing in front of the net. When that puck is bouncing in front of that ice that gets cut up so quickly, almost every single game, almost every single period, you want to get that out as quickly as possible. As a goaltender, you do not want it bouncing in front of you. Your defensemen have to be keyed into that as well. You got to clear the puck when it's in front. We see so many goals throughout our hockey travels that occur as a result of that bouncing puck right in front of the net. We know these teams are going to be aggressive. We know they're going to put bodies in front of the net. That's pretty much a given with these two teams. So it's going to be crucial to control those rebounds and make sure that you as the goaltender are the on-ice general for your team, making sure that your guys control the flow of the game. And as weird as it sounds in a hockey game, you got to control that time of possession.
It's so important. I mean, it's time on attack, right? And when you look at that TOA, you see a lot of times it's the board battles that create it, right? It's the ability to win a board battle. And at this level, when you get into college hockey, it's not that junior hockey game anymore. There's not those suspensions for the fighting. You're going to get a chance to go out there and be physical. And this game becomes physical very, very quickly. You're going to see guys getting thrown to the boards, battled with, fought for, and the board battles are going to reign supreme tonight. It's going to be a situation where early in this game you can wear down the legs, tire out the skates, and create a situation that the other team is playing tired, down a few men, and from behind.
Yeah, you know, it's really going to come down to that. You know, how much can you wear down the other side? It's a situation in this game where you almost want to get to that third period and you want to make sure that you've got the freshest legs on the ice. You want to make sure that your guys are the ones who are executing those line changes, getting those short shifts on and off. We're starting to see these short shifts of 30 to 45 seconds at a time. You know, you're going to see a lot of mixing and matching. You know, you start the game, you're going to start with your 1-line, 2-line, 3-line guys. But as you continue, you're going to get that mixing and matching that is so tough to defend. It's going to really test whether these teams are prepared for all of these different angles that they're going to receive during tonight's game. Both teams are going to be tested thoroughly. We've got two coaches that, talking to them before the game, these are coaches who've got big brains. They are guys who are ready to go. They are taking a cerebral aspect to this game. They're treating it like a chess match. And when you've got two coaches treating it like that, you can almost be guaranteed that you're going to get a very heady game of hockey.
Oh, you really are. And got a chance. Dayton has a very laid-back style, right? You can see the coaching staff. I talked to them before this one. They were all jokes, all laughs before this one. And that's a style that's gonna really bode well for a team in a big-time matchup. It's going to help them out in a situation where you're playing a Kentucky team that has depth, right? They're going to score from all places. They're going to make it happen anywhere they have to make it happen. And this is something where when you watch this game, watch for this game to be won by the team with the better legs, the fresher legs. Kentucky hasn't played for a few days here since the middle of the week. They're excited to get on the ice. They're excited to take the ice. 8-1 Kentucky. Both of these teams, you want to look at similar schedules, they both played Louisville. And I say Louisville because I know I got a lot of Kentucky fans watching me, and I'm not going to say it wrong. We're from Jersey, folks. I don't want to sound stupid to you, or y'all, as I would say here. It's a situation where they've both beaten Louisville, so in these situations where they played similar opponents, they've both boded well. So it's going to be, something's got to give. Does Dayton come into town and dampen the spirits of the Wildcats or after a big-time football win? Or do the Cats cut a hole in the sails of the Flyers and send them crashing down to the ice? We will see. It is Kentucky taking on Dayton. It is a buzzer, a horn, a sound, and it is about to be game time. Lucas, keep an eye on who goes in net there. Right now it would either be number 31, Eric Olchacker, number 33, Jamie Jurgic, or if we see that white jersey going in net there, then we're going to have to keep an eye on who that number is and have to find it out. We're going to see who goes in the net. We got ourselves going to a little cleanup here. They get their skate in. They get right into action here in the ACHA. So fans are ready. Packed house, Lucas. Every seat taken at the Lexington Ice Center.
Well, you love to see it. You love to see the support at this level. You love to see support from the Kentucky family. Everyone coming out here with the sign supporting their local hockey team.
We're going to let the PA take it away here, do your introductions, and we'll be back on the broadcast in a moment here. Let's let the PA take it away. As they're about to announce the Kentucky Wildcats, you see the crowd get loud, get up. All day we wait, we wish, we wonder. What will the game be like? When will it be played? When will the puck be dropped? It is no longer time to wait. It is time for Saturday night hockey. Kentucky Wildcats welcome to town, the Dayton Flyers. It's Dan Kay, it's Lucas Jones, it's hockey time. And with that, the crowd gets loud, the team gets louder, and the hockey action brings it all, Lucas. I'm ready. Are you?
I am very, very excited for this game. Like you said before, Dan, it was a long drive to get here, worth every single minute of it. I have been looking forward to this all weekend. We've got two great teams, a lot of great hockey action. Both teams are here. They seem like they're ready. They seem like they're ready to have some fun.
Yep.
You know, they seem like they're ready to play some good hockey. It seems like a little bit of everything has been brought onto the ice.
Exactly. You see a little gamesmanship there as Kentucky goes and has to clean up the net on the Dayton side of the ice. And Dayton does not clean up the pucks there. Kentucky had a little smile on their faces, little smirks. Let's go over those starting lineups if you didn't catch them, folks. For the visiting Dayton Flyers, Jamie Jurczyk in net. Jamie Jurczyk, Alex Studnicka, and Derek Olson, the defensive pair. Owen Sherlock, Ethan Makula, and Eric Chichester, the forwards. For your Wildcats, Jimmy Cash, J.R. Poole, Max Boss, Ryan Duffy, and Jake Deemer in net. Eric Williams, puck drop, let's play hockey. This one's fired ahead, Jake Deemer on it. Deemer fires in, looks for Cash, can't connect. Back onto the stick of Deemer, he pushes to the corner. Cash with it now. Shovel it along, looking for Deemer. Back out it comes, swinging around with it to the forehand. Back to the point, wrister low, save made on the way through by Jurczyk. First shot looked good, stopped hard. Back to the corner boards they go, hard hit there. Board battles will reign supreme early. That's how these games always play out early. You got to wear out the skates. You got to tire them down, and that's where you put in the hard work. Take your lunch pail to work and play it hard. 30 seconds into this one. We'll keep you updated on time and score all day long. Back to the corner it goes. We're early. We're often first shift. Puck out. Shot there. One-timer. Save made. Blockered away by Jurczyk. Back to the corner boards. Back up to the point. Shot by Boss through bodies. Hit the body as Jimmy Cash there. Cash took it off the knee. Cash now tries to skate to his forehand. A lot of pressure here by the early shift. Huge hit there. Another dished out. Put through the washer machine in the corner boards. Back along it goes. Back out to the point. Moves it right. Shot low. Sticked away into the glass. Moving down to get it is Boss. Who's the boss? Max is on this one. Taking it to the Max there. Battled into the boards. Fighting for it. Looking to get it back out to the point. Trying to get a shift change here, slowly getting off the ice, and back to the corner they go. Big hit there, taking the worst of it, Jake Deemer. Back out to center ice, and after a minute and a half of pressure, Kentucky will retreat and get a change. Big change here onto the ice goes Gary Eastlack, chasing down, whistle blows. Our first stoppage comes a minute and a half in. This will go down to the other end.
Well, Dan, that was about a minute and 15 seconds of solid offensive pressure by the University of Kentucky on that shift. They were even able to get a great shift change right in the middle of that. You got to give it up to Boston Duffy, the defenseman, keeping that alive there, keeping that puck inside the zone. You want to talk about how important defensemen are. You saw it in that last shift.
If you want to know anything about us, we mention the music on every broadcast, and the No Sleep Till Brooklyn is what we're going to have tomorrow on our drive back to Jersey. But for now, we got No Sleep Till hockey's done. It's Wildcats taking on the Dayton Flyers, 0-0 here. Dayton now with it, trying to backhand in front, cannot, taken away by Zach Bartus. Bartus has it stolen away, shot high wide. Doesn't go. Back to the corner boards, battling there, trying to chip along, gets it out the center, but only that far. Spinning on, taking this one is Sam Meany. Meany not mean on that one as he fires just deep enough. Spinning Plinko pass up the center, stealing it away here is Mikey Liska. Liska enters the zone himself. Liska to the corner, shot from an odd angle, blockered away there by Jurczyk. Back out to the circle, spinning pass off the boards, not cleared. Kentucky, a lot of pressure early, but got to retreat here. Stolen out, thrown from center, and down it goes, rattling around the net of Eric Williams. Williams gets the start tonight for your Wildcats. Back out the center it goes, tipped along, good deflection, change made by Kentucky. Obedient line change there, on comes the new skates, off go the old. Behind the net there of Jurczyk. Jurczyk stays strong. Back spinning shot, blockered away, save one more time by Jurczyk. Jurczyk tested often early. Looking for Boss, finds him. Boss on his second shift of the day. He skates a lot of time. You will see Max Boss, you will see him a lot, and you will be prepared for it. Boss retreats, looking to help out. Out the center it comes. Boss fires back on. Steering it aside is Jurczyk. Jurczyk puts it to the corner boards. Back around it goes, rattling pass, can't get it through. Stolen away to the backhand. Centered on in front, can't connect. Back to him though. Back out to Boss. Boss pushes this along. Shot there, slap shot, save made on the way through. Another good opportunity there. That one taken by Ryan Duffy. Slap shot again, blockered away into the glass. And the energy all Kentucky so far. Huge hit into the boards there. Looked like it should have been a boarding. Player down. No whistle yet. Oh, that was a dangerous hit there. The whistle blows now. Behind the play, we'll see who got the worst of it. Looked to be number 98, Jake Deemer, who took the hit. He went to the boards hard there, Lucas. That looked like it had to be a boarding.
Yeah, you know, when you see something like that, your first instinct is to say, well, you know, it looks like a boarding from here, and, you know, we'll never quite understand why the referees, you know, choose to make the calls that they do, but it certainly looked like that from our angle, and when you see a guy down on the ice, you sometimes have to think to yourself, should that have been a call? And in this case, with a guy hurt like that, he definitely did not see that one coming.
You see those numbers, you got to hit the brakes, and in that situation, you have numbers there, you go into the boards, but no call happened right in front of the linesman. No hand, no raise, no call, and this one's going to be tough for Kentucky here. That's a big-time skater. That's a first-line forward out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Jake Deemer, who's down, and you can hear the silence coming over here in the Lexington Ice Arena, and you hope a guy's okay. I mean, this game's all about health, right? And you never, no matter who you're rooting for, you never want to see a guy down on the ice like this, and Deemer right now has extremities moving, which is a plus in these situations when you go into the board this way, but you never want to see a guy down like this.
No, and you know the nice thing about it is these schools all have phenomenal trainers.
They
all have great medical staffs. You know, they are not messing around when it comes to injuries. The students' health is a priority for everyone at this rink right now, and that's what they're attending to on the ice. They want to make sure he's all right before they try to do anything. That's
right, and again, we thank you for watching along here, and we're going to let this kind of play out in front of you here. In these situations, again, you're just wishing for the health of the player. It doesn't matter who they're from, doesn't matter where they're from. That's the best thing about college sports, right, Lucas? It's about the education, it's about the athlete, it's about the player. And here it looks like he's getting up under his own power so far, sitting up. And they always want to be careful. When you go into the boards this way, you're always worried about the head. You're always worried about anything that could be a head injury, anything that could be to the upper body. You want to take your time. And you're getting a loud clap right now from the crowd here. You're seeing him get skated off, skated to the corner here. But again, you're so excited to see him at least up under his own power. It looks like it might be that left leg that took the worst of it here, Lucas. It seems to be that is what he is favoring as he's being skated off the ice. And again, just kind of you get caught off guard there. You get caught in a bad part, and it's not Deemer. So it looks like that may be – I'm trying to see a back number here, Lucas. Can you see whose number that is?
Hey, it looks like number 20.
Number 20 here. So you got Ryan Hall. Looks like it's Hall who's getting taken off the ice here. Ryan Hall might have gotten caught against those boards oddly there.
Yeah, and favoring that left leg, it's going to be a lower body injury. We know these guys are tough. We know they can take it, and he's going to get some really great attention from this University of Kentucky staff. And I think his teammates will be a little fired up after that one. They're going to be playing with a little extra fire. They're going to want to come out and kind of take the energy back.
I can tell you what, it will always be that way. You will always see the energy respond after you see one of your guys go down again. So happy to see him under his own power get up to his feet, helped out by some skaters. The door is closed. The ice is on. We are on the Kentucky side of the ice here. Again, that whistle was blown for the injury for the safety of the player. So Kentucky will have to win a defensive zone faceoff. They do. Plinko pass out. Let's play hockey. We're back to it. 16:35 remains here in the first period of play. All Kentucky early, but the scoreboard doesn't show it. Nothing the score. Dayton now skating across center and in. Down it goes. Loose puck dancing through. Hit hard off this one. Jimmy Cash cashes that one in. Wrister low. Williams never saw it. Almost left that net mouth yawning open there and couldn't let it go. Back out the center. Cash out to play it. Chop back in. Whistle blows and a stoppage here. Fast start for Kentucky. One of those situations there where you kind of saw the deep breath taken after the injury, seeing that their skater was okay, and it almost went against them there. Loose puck almost creates a goal chance for Dayton.
Well, you see those changes in the middle of the ice. That neutral zone pressure from both teams is creating a lot of opportunities. We've seen it a million times with fast skating teams. That neutral zone presence, neutral zone pressure really going to be the factor here.
Stolen away by Liska. Proctor was the one who won the faceoff to start that one off. Won the faceoff right on net. I don't know if they'll give him a shot on goal for that one, but they should. It was pretty. Higgins now with it. Higgins tries a little chop at that one. Can't get it through. Eastlack lets it go deep. A very skilled move by Eastlack there. A smart move to not chase after that puck. Sometimes you get caught pinching down low there, and you get lost on the other end. Behind the net it goes. Has Eastlack. He'll find him. Eastlack holds there. Shot blocked on the way through. Good stick there. Good block by Bishop of the Dayton Flyers. Back out to the circle. Spinning, trying to get it back on his foot. Spinning shot blocked on the way through again over the catching glove of Jurgic. Goes wide. Jurgic lets it go by. Steers by. Back out to Liska. Liska gets to it. He's rubbed off it on the boards. Back out to the circle. Spinning backhanded pass on. Behind the net it goes to Proctor. Proctor all the way through. Spinorama shot. No. Can't get it on. One-timer shot by Eastlack. No. Oh, Gary wants to put on a show for the Dan K Show again. Gary Eastlack, we know him from his playing days with the Hampton Roads Whalers. It's how we wound up out here doing this broadcast with you today. And Gary almost put home the first goal of the game there. Back out to the circle. Pushed along by Riley. Back to Eastlack with a shot blocked again. And here goes Dayton. Again, all Kentucky, early Kentucky, a lot of energy at the beginning of this one. Down it goes, chasing after it is Bailey Nitch. Nitch is hit off this one, and back ahead goes Kentucky. The Cats coming out with some fire early. That one goes by, touched on the way through. No icing getting called as it gets down. Looked like it was not touched, but they gave him the touch. You'll take it if you're a Cat fan. This one didn't look like it came out. Now you get the offsides call. No, the hand pass is going to be the call here. That's your whistle. I was going to say that one didn't come out of the zone if they were trying to give the offside. That was almost the old miss one, miss another.
Well, you make up for it one way or another. Sometimes that's how this operates. And folks, if you're watching, we'd like to thank you for watching. You can tweet to us at @the_Dan K Show. And because we're on YouTube Live, you can also comment directly under this video. We are monitoring the YouTube Live broadcast.
Yes, we are.
If you comment, we can see those comments, ask us questions.
We want to talk to you.
Tell us how we're doing. Talk to us. Let us know. We love being down in Lexington. We love talking about Kentucky hockey.
Wrister low, blockered away again one more time there. Low pad save. Big time stop by Jurgic. Jurgic has been tough to beat so far. Tough nut to crack in this one. This one almost a breakaway chance. Now it is. Spinning pass, bouncing puck, settled down. Wrister low, sticked away, steered aside there in net by Williams. Rubbed into the boards there. Big hit by a little man there. I'll tell you, that's a Zuccarello-style player there in Nicholas Traeger. Tregesser there. He looks like Matt Zuccarello. This guy gets around. He's laying out hits. He is not the biggest man on the ice, but he sure is one of the strongest, as there's a breakaway chance one more time from Dayton. You're seeing Dayton so far with that bend, don't break attack, right? It's play the defense, stay in front of net, block the shots, and when you have the chance to make the move, go make it. They've had a few breakaway chances, unable to cash in thus far.
Well, both teams have really shown their ability to play this high-flying, fast-skating offense and, moving through the neutral zone with ease. But once they enter into the other team's defensive zone, facing that stiff resistance that I think both teams are trying to put up right now, you want to close up those shooting lanes as much as possible. You want to make sure that you're not letting the other team get those open shots at your goaltender.
Face-off one here by Kentucky. Put back behind their net, spinning with a backhand pass there. Goes Zach Bartus. Back out to the blue line, holding there. Dayton now trying to put some pressure on, trying to tilt that ice. You won't see the ice tilt at home, but we'll see it here at ice level. The ice starts to tilt at times throughout a game. There's a spinning pass thrown in front, blocked on the way through. Blocking that one was Ryan Duffy. Down he goes, shot by Duffy, blocked by a skate on the way through, spinning to the corner boards. Again, here comes Jimmy Cash. Jimmy Cash chopping at this one like he's trying to gain supplies in a Fortnite match. I will reference Fortnite all I can. The young people love it, folks. This one's put back up the center, chopped along, bouncing pass, spinning on, and back they go. A little retreat into their own zone, stolen away. Breakaway chance, Jimmy Cash taken down to the ice. No call there, the crowd wants it. Look to be clean. Bouncing shot there by Max Boss, can't get it to go. Spinning hack at it by Jake Deemer, can't put it on. Back behind the net of Jurgic it goes again. Whiffing on this one is Deemer. Deemer now spins and pushes it behind the net. Racing after it is Cash. Cash looking for Boss. He won't find him, now he does. Bosch back down. Back out to the circle it goes. Oh, here we go, Cats. Cats, all Cats thus far. But again, sometimes the quantity doesn't always meet the quality, and it's 0-0 8 minutes into this one. We got 12:15 remaining in the first period as Max Boss steals this one. Shot low, save made one more time by Jurgic. Oh, Jurgic again and again and again. If it wasn't for Jurgic, this game could be 6-0 right now. Jurgic has made a few big ones in net. Under 12 minutes to go, trying to back in along. Huge hit dished out there. Crowd goes wild. Oh, big hit off camera. Looked like that one was dished out by Jake Deemer. The Redeemer puts that one in. Jake the Snake with a big hit behind the play. Back out the center, tipped along, stolen on one more time. Dayton trying to use the boards, get this one out. Another big hit at center ice. And now you're going to get your first call of the game. And Lucas, give me the head shake. That has to be a trip.
Yeah, it escalates and it escalates and the hit gets bigger. The hits get bigger and bigger, and eventually the hits get too big for the referee's liking. That one was a trip right in center ice. Crowd loves it. They love to see the big hits. That one a little bit too intense.
Heading to the box there is Deemer. He's in right next to us, and we get a chance to be right next to the penalty box. We won't do interviews with them. They're
No,
never
they won't
happy
like that.
in the penalty box. If you don't know where we are without netting, without glass, right at center ice, as close to it as we can be. And for the first time tonight, the Dayton Flyers are on the power play. Dayton Flyers with a power play here. Back up to the blue line. They'll hold, they'll wait, they'll use that Plinko pass. It was all Kentucky early, but a power play can change that quickly. We'll see if Kentucky can hold on strong on a penalty kill. Special teams are the key. As that shot low, blocked. Blocked on the way through by a skate. Still loose in front. Chipping this one along, can't clear. Spinning on, trying to shoot. Can't get it there. Back to the corner boards it goes. Thrown on in front. Kick, save, covered up. Frying pan on the fire. Whistle blows. 11-11, make a wish. Left in the first period of play. 23 seconds into this power play. What are you seeing there on the mentality of the Dayton Flyers here on the power play chance?
Well, you're seeing that speed turn around. You're seeing that speed turn around into a great power play opportunity there. When you've got a team as fast as the Flyers, you have to be careful. When you're on that penalty kill, they're going to try to skate around you. You have to clog up those shooting lanes as much as you can.
Patrick Compare tries to get a face-off win, cannot. That one's one away, cleared by the Cats. 1:30 remains on a power play opportunity for the Dayton Flyers. They retreat behind their own net. They'll set it up from there. Chittister waits along with Meany. Losing control of that one, pushed on along the boards, looking to get out. Jimmy Cash on the pressure. Jimmy Cash doing it all thus far, trying to cash in on a penalty kill here. Thrown on in front, blocked on the way through. Getting his stick to that one was Zach Bartus. Bartus gives it back, fired out of the blue line there. A good clearance, but only as far as center. Dayton will reset, they'll rehold, and they'll retally as they head back in for another chance. 1 minute left, halfway through the penalty kill here, halfway through the period. Back in it goes, Jimmy Cash can't clear. This one gets to Chittister. Chittister pushes it along to the circle, holding on the forehand, put in front, save made, Stone! What a stop by Williams in net there, getting across net mouth, making a stop with a foot there. Getting up here in the box, getting ready to get back on the ice here. Penalty kill down to 40 seconds left. Put on in front, shot, score. A power play goal for the Dayton Flyers. We'll see who leads it in. We'll see who gets a score there. Shot, score by the Dayton Flyers after an all-Kentucky start. Dayton takes the lead, and leading his way in there for the Dayton Flyers looks to be number 10, Sam Meany. Meany came in, had the energy, had the power, and put that one home. Score one for the Dayton Flyers halfway through this first period. The penalty kill unable to survive it for the Kentucky Wildcats.
Well, it's so tough. You know, the Flyers are so quick. It's really tough to defend for that long. You know, if you're Kentucky right now, you have to regroup. You have to find that energy again. And you have to realize that going down on that power play it's much tougher when you're facing a team like the Flyers.
And this is what a power play can do. A penalty kill can rake you up. A power play can knock you down. This one's thrown up, blocked and away through. Spinning pass in front. Stolen away here, going on here at Kentucky Wildcats. Shot low, trying to put it on in front. Chopped again. Save made, covered up, whistle blows. Getting the save there was Jurgic in net.
And for those of you watching along with us on YouTube, we'd like to thank you. We'd like to thank CJX88. Gave us a little bit of a compliment there.
Great announcing tonight.
And we'd like to thank the Kentucky Hockey Twitter page for retweeting and liking. We are so thrilled to be here. We'd like to thank them for having us out, and thank all of you for watching at home.
I'd like to thank the city of Lexington for being the best place in the world, man. I'm from New Jersey. I might just move in here. I've already said it a few times. I might just stay. This suit, I got to get more use out of it. Where else am I going to wear it other than Lexington, Kentucky, Lucas? This thing is checkerboard. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a shot save made, gloved by Eric Williams, held on to whistle blows. Where else am I going to wear this thing, Lucas? I don't know where else. I can't wear it to a mixer. I can't wear it to like ice cream social.
You can definitely wear it to an Oktoberfest party.
I could. It is a Hofbrau type suit here.
Yeah.
I could wear that. But other than that, I don't know what I got for you. 9:36 remains, first period of play. 1-0 Dayton Flyers lead early in this one. Again, follow us at @the_Dan K Show. We'd love you to be a part of the show going forward. We'd love to do this a lot more. We're trying to do a lot of college hockey this year. We work in the junior hockey world. Let's keep it going. Let's have fun. Be a part of the Dan K Show. We're Barstool without the money. That's what we are. If you want to know what we are, as a whistle blows here, stoppage of play. And again, early in this one, Lucas, we thought we had a boarding call for the Kentucky Wildcats. The boarding call was not called. Injured a player, lost a skater, and then Dayton comes out and gets themselves the opportunity there on a power play chance, the first power play of the game, and scores. And that has kind of tilted the game in the direction of Dayton early.
And what's tough is Kentucky almost killed that. Killed that Dayton power play. You know, they had gotten to the point where they were able to almost get, you know, kill that and move that momentum back in the other direction, but they just couldn't quite hang on the last few seconds.
Dayton retreats in their own zone, holding there, pushing back, trying to wrist this up the forward here. They do. Out it goes to Ethan Makala. Makala tries the center, stolen away one more time there by Blake Riley. Riley uses the boards to exit the zone. Boards are a D-man's best friend. Use those boards, find your way out of the zone. Stolen away at center, chipped along, taken down by the glove, popping that one through, and taken back by Makala. Makala fires this one around the boards, but Jimmy Cash on off a change to get to that puck. Kentucky holds, backhands this one. Wrister blocked on the way through into the netting and out of play. What does Kentucky got to do here, Lucas, to get some of that energy back they started with? They started with a lot of home energy. And what happens is when you score that first goal on the road, if you're Dayton, you start to zap that from them. How do you get that energy back?
Well, you know, I think it's as simple as just continuing to play their style of hockey. We saw in the first minute and 15 seconds that they had completely tilted the ice. They had those defensemen. They had Boss up there, Boss and Duffy, who are keeping control, keeping that puck contained. That's what they have to do. If you keep that puck in Dayton's zone, if you keep that pressure up, it is only a matter of time. They fired in about 11 or 12 shots on net. All have been stopped, but one of those is going to go in eventually if you keep that pressure up.
Back out to Duffy. He fires forward, gets it as far as Jimmy Cash. Jimmy Cash tries to use the boards to find Deemer, cannot. Back behind the net it goes. Huge hit there, dished out behind the play as this one's chipped along. Dayton tries to find a way out, they cannot. Still in, chopped along this top line for the Kentucky Wildcats is giving them fits all day. Offsides the call. Duffy couldn't hold it in with the skate, just got over the blue line. By a whisker, we'll say, as we're doing a Wildcat game. By a whisker, that one gets out of the zone.
Then I think if there's a thinner measurement than a whisker, I think we might have to apply it to that offside call.
And I don't know measurements, folks. I'm bad at math. Don't use numbers. I use things like when people give me directions, I'm all about, yeah, it's after that building on the left and the tree on the right. There's a shot wide, no, it doesn't go. I'm not a kind of guy that's going to do some math on anything. You know, I'm gonna keep it simple, and we're going to try to keep it simple tonight in the broadcast. as this one's fired along there. Jimmy Cash gets it, puts it into the zone. Pakala on. He waits back as this one's cleared back out the center. Plinko pass off the glass, popping that one along. Oh, this is a turnover here, a dangerous one. Looking back at the blue line, centering pass, can't connect. Back to the corner boards. Huge hit there, dipping down for that one, wearing the worst of that one was Nicholas Tregeser. Tregeser has dished out some hate, some hurt, some hits, all of it, all the H's, the 3 alliterations, as this one's put to the backhand. For those of you watching, it's an educational broadcast. This is college. Let me talk to you about an alliteration. That's when you use 3 words with the same letter at the beginning of a sentence, as Gary Eastlack comes on and he uses the puck here. Eastlack with a nifty move, shot on, no! Oh, the crowd would have gone wild if that went home. Eastlack walked that thing in, went nutmeg on the defenseman, and tried to put it home. Eastlack again with a centering pass, and he has some energy tonight. Gary Eastlack with 2 great opportunities there on this shift. Shift along, blocker saved by Williams. Rebound try doesn't go. Oh, Williams got lost out high in net. Have to be careful about those angles. Williams way too high in his net on that one, but able to survive it with a big-time save. Eastlack centers this one, blocked again, sticks on the ice. Dayton, a very disciplined defensive team so far. Shot low, goes wide of net. Can't get it on net there to bother Jurgic. Back out it comes to the blue line. Rister blocked on the way through. Gary Eastlack will retreat after this one. Eastlack holds on an odd angle. Shot save made by Jurgic, still loose in front. Bouncing puck, spinning shot doesn't go. Tries to put it on again. Stopped one more time by Jurgic. Back out to the blue line. Max Boss with it. Who's the boss? It's Max this time. Back on to Eastlack. Can't reel it in with the foot. And out it goes. Oh, what a good shift from Max Boss and Gary Eastlack. Also getting involved there was Zach Bartus. Bartus, Eastlack, Boss. Many chances for the 3. Big hit dished out there by Bartus. A long shift for Bartus. You're seeing a lot of these guys taking some long shifts. That one looked like it got out of the zone, but no, the offside's not called. Couple calls early in this one going the way of the Flyers. The Flyers flying high so far. Ristered out, blocked on the way through. Wide open shot, save made, still loose. Chopping it away. Oh, Gordon Bombay would be proud of that trash cleanup, as that was a save made, lost in front. There's an ankle broken, Rister high, no. Oh, we would have had to send that one to Adhay Barber if he put that one home. A beautiful chance there created by Peter Dolan. Dolan, a freshman at a Mount Prospect, Illinois. And one thing you're going to see with this Kentucky team, we talked to Tim and Clay Pergram, a lot of young talent, and they are bringing in even more, tons of young talent for this Kentucky team.
Well, it's all about the youth. It's about building that program from the ground up, and that's something they're very committed here.
There's a chance on, blocked on the way through, can't get it home, sticked away, but not for long. Trouble not gone yet for the Kentucky Wildcats. It's been all Dayton now. Kentucky started so fast, but we're unable to make it hurt, and a power play the difference thus far. Back out, Rister blocked on the way through, another blocked shot, bodies in front. You can't get to the puck, you better stop it. That usually is the mentality. Anyway, always. Back out, stolen again. Dayton still putting the pressure on. Back out in front of net. Eric Williams lets it go by. Stolen on, taken on by Kentucky. This one's taken along by Pakala. Pakala fires in, he goes off for a change. Jimmy Cash comes out with his top line, and this line has been very dangerous all season long. Trying to wrist it out. Huge hit. Takes it to the forehand. Sticked away. Shot doesn't go. Somehow stopping that one was Jurgic. Puck fell to the stick of Cash, and he couldn't cash it in. Oh, what an opportunity there. This one skates on net. Stopped by the glove of Eric Williams.
How does that not go?
How did that not go?
That's the kind of shot, folks, that when you finish a game, you go home at night and you ask the hockey gods, what have I done to offend you?
Plexiglass in the net tonight. That thing somehow doesn't find its way past, and it's still 1-0. Again, 1-0 Dayton Flyers. A power play goal for the Flyers, scored by number 10, Sam Meany. Meany on the score, on the assist were Ryan Sellers and Owen Sherlock. There's a wrister blocked up into the netting. Whistle blows. The wrister doesn't. Whistle blows. 3:58 remains. First period.
Well, we've seen a very fast hockey game. We've seen the University of Kentucky lay the body on the Dayton Flyers right now. They are slamming them into the boards at full speed, and they've had a lot of offensive pressure. The only thing keeping the Flyers in the game right now is Jurgic. He has faced 18 shots on net and hasn't given up one yet.
Here's a chance, high shoulder save made there by Williams. You can hear the bench of the Kentucky Wildcats getting loud for that one. A big stop by Williams. Williams has to keep it here. Do not want to fall down by 2 at home. That's how you start losing a home crowd. Have to keep them in it, have to keep them occupied. There's a wrister up to the blue line. Out it goes. Race for this one. Tipped on the way. It won't be an icing. Eastlak wins the race to it. Give it off. Shot. Save made on net. No whistle called. In front. It doesn't go. Net was wide open. Puck was trickling at the red line. And the snow held it out. Somehow no call on the way through. Getting to that puck after the Eastlak opportunity was Max Proctor. The Proctor was in on that one. He put the shot on. It was taken from behind down to the ice, and somehow no call. That shot deflected on the way through. Doesn't go. Liska gets the stick to it. Trying to find this one behind the net goes Dayton. I'll tell you, this Kentucky team continues to fire home. Dayton's goaltender, Jurgens, continues to have the answers.
University of Kentucky is going to put one in. I can guarantee you that right now. They have had 21 shots on net. You would have expected at least 3 of those to go in. You've had a wide open net. You've had Jurgens out of the net on the last couple of series there. And you've had situations where Kentucky can score, and they just haven't had luck on their side.
What a game for Jurgens so far, and it's only the first period. He's already had a day. Here's a beautiful pass in front. Shot low, steered aside by Jurgens. Oh, back out goes Dayton. Up to the blue line. Shot from outside the zone. Glove save and a beauty made by Eric Williams. Kentucky again with opportunity after opportunity, and just none of them getting home so far. It's been all Jurgens all the time. Jamie Jurgens, Jurgic, sorry, making the stops. Got a talk going on here at the bench of the Dayton Flyers, trying to figure out here who should be making the last change. The Dayton Flyers coming to town. They're head coached by John Toby, his assistant coach Nick Berry, and team nutritionist Kennedy Dowling, apparently the team nutritionist. Head coach for the Kentucky Wildcats, Tim Pergram, assisted by Clay Pergram and Jake Galloway. Stolen away, 2:04 remains here in the first period of play. Down goes Kentucky. Jimmy Cash tries to get to this one, using the boards, trying to find his help. He won't. Instead, he finds the body of Jake Deemer. Deemer pushes along to Cash. Cash tries to take to the forehand, loses control of this one. We got a call coming here. We got ourselves a hook coming up here, Lucas. Going to be a hooking call, waiting to see who this one's going against. Who took the worst of this one? Going to the box here, waiting for the numbers to turn. It's number 24, John Tatchin. John Tatchin out of Rochester, New York, goes to the box. And for the first time today, the Kentucky Wildcats are on the power play. This power play is brought to you by @the_Dan K Show. Follow along with the Dan K Show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. It's as easy as looking up @the_Dan K Show. If you don't know what an underscore is, it's that little underline thing. Try it out. There's a shot blocked, first attempt of this power play. Blocked on the way through. Again, a hooking call goes against John Tatchin of the Dayton Flyers. No offsides there, trying to steal it away, trying to be a shorthanded hero for the Dayton Flyers was Trevor Barola. He cannot. Taken into the zone, trying to put it on net is Deemer. Save made, blocked on the way through. Big time stop there on a bouncing puck. Back out to the blue line it comes. Eastlak with a wrister high, stops a body. One-timer shot falling near the ice. Another shot off the side of the netting doesn't go. A couple of chances there for Kentucky. Back up to Eastlak. Eastlak can't hold in a bouncing puck, and he'll retreat. Has the body coming in, almost lost control of that one. Good high pressure put on there by Eric Chittister. Taking a wrister on the entry pass there, shot blocked. Good save made. Back out in front, trying to connect, cannot. Diving pass and a breakaway chance for Dayton. Off for a change as Chittister takes it ahead. Stolen on, spinning, and we're going to get a power play change. You'll get your second power play unit on. 1 minute on the power play, 48 seconds left in the period. Shot blocked on the way through. Again, your final minute of the first period of play. 1-0 Dayton leads Kentucky on their first power play. Trying to get this one through, cannot. Sticked away, chopped through. Jimmy Cash gets to this one. Big hit there, separates man from puck. Another big hit gets to Liska. Wrister blocked on the way through, spinning wide in net, no. On angle shot blocked. Oh, opportunity after opportunity. Proctor, the last one to get to it, can't put it home. Kentucky, though, making things happen. Looked like there could have been a slashing call against J.R. Poole for Kentucky a little earlier in that sequence, but no call this time. Kentucky getting the benefit of the doubt. 9 seconds left. One last chance. Looking to spin. Looking for help as Proctor pushes it along the zone. Bouncing puck. Has it now. 1 second left. Shot save made by Jurgic. End of the first period of play. After 1 period of play, the score, Dayton Flyers 1, your Kentucky Wildcats nothing. Wow, Lucas, how many opportunities for Kentucky? How many stops for Jurgic?
27 opportunities. 27 opportunities for the University of Kentucky on that one. Those are great shots. Those are not shots that you're just putting on the tally. I can tell you folks at home, I am not the official shot keeper for this event, but I am a conservative shot keeper. I do not like to give goaltenders more than they deserve, and I'll tell you what, Jurgic deserved every single one of those opportunities.
And we're going to be joined in the booth here soon. We see him coming. We're waiting for him. It's going to be Jordan Shannon here, who's going to be back on the ice soon for your Kentucky Wildcats. Jordan Shannon making his way up into the booth here. We're excited to talk to him. It's cold down there. I can see him shivering already. He's got his microphone. Mr. Shannon, how's it going, sir? How you doing?
Hanging in there, doing my best.
Doing your best. Before we get into the interview just about RC Like, about the USPHL, about all this stuff and all these connections that led us out here today, can I ask you a little bit? So many opportunities. The ice tilted in the way of the Wildcats all first period. What happened there in that first period of play?
I don't know. It looks like the guys are a little flustered. We're not used to getting scored on first in our own barn, so I think guys are trying to figure out where they need to be on the ice and just get back to the hockey. You know, we had a bye week last week, so guys are kind of getting their legs back, trying to figure out, you know, the environment that we're in tonight. So
it's an exciting first period of play, and you know you never want to fall behind the home barn, like you said. It takes the crowd down a little bit, but you can see the energy in here, packed house, and that's where I want to go with this first question for you.
Yeah.
USPHL Ty is a guy who's played in that league, in that setting. We've worked with that league. Now you come to this next level. Talk to those folks home. We have a lot of those folks watching today on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just about why come to Kentucky? Why play in front of a crowd like this who's cheering for a Zamboni backing up right now?
Well, Kentucky, it's a very, very interesting place. You know, we're in the country. There isn't, you know, a lot of regular stuff to do here. There's a lot of horses. You know, basketball's big, but you know, we've got all the ingredients here to have a great hockey program. You know, we've got a great environment. The students really support us, and, you know, the coaches really support us. There's just so much to love about this area, the university, you know, and the hockey environment. Playing at midnight, there's just nothing like it.
Seriously, you look in this crowd, and here's something, I mean, we work in the junior hockey world, right? We go from league to league. We're all over the country, and you see a lot of times these kids wind up waiting for the right opportunity, and it never comes.
Right.
And this is an opportunity here to be at a Division I school with Division I athletic programs, playing in a rink filled with between 600 and 1,000 people each and every night. The opportunity it's got to be one of a kind. Talk to that guy, right? I'm sure you've been that guy before. You've been there, right? The guy waiting for that next opportunity. Talk to the guy at home. What should he be doing right now?
You know, for me, playing juniors, I wasn't a top line guy. I wasn't playing all the minutes every night. So I had to find a school that, you know, I was going to be comfortable at, a school that I was going to enjoy. But when I got here, it was just so much more. I mean, the students really believe that we are, you know, varsity athletes. They treat us like we're athletes, and, you know, it feels good. It makes you feel like you've earned everything that you've worked for. So coming here is just it's a special place to me because I have family here. But for any other hockey player, I mean, it's just a great place to play. The camaraderie from guys that have played in the past. There's guys here that aren't even on the team anymore, and they just they love it. You know, they love to support the boys.
Lucas, last question for you. What do the Cats got to do in the second period of hockey to get back in the game? We saw that they had tilted ice there. The first minute, 15 seconds, they had a really good shift keeping the puck in the zone. That's been the story. They've been keeping the puck in the zone. Defense been doing a great job, pitching the boards, pitching the blue line. What do they have to do now to get back in this game?
I think we need to move our feet. We need to talk out there. I think guys are staying quiet. Looks like we've got some tunnel vision out there on the puck, so we need to, you know, find our position on the ice and just, you know, get back to UK hockey, get back to what we know, you know, and you think we'll be all right in the rest of the way. So,
Jordan, we want to thank you for joining us in the booth here. We're gonna be talking to you again after this game. We'll talk. We'll sit down a little bit. But again, Jordan, we want to thank you guys for inviting us out here to Lexington. This is a one-of-a-kind opportunity. We're having fun with it. We got a chance to watch Benny Snell and the Kentucky Wildcats get a win. Now we get a chance to watch some hockey. 1-0 Dayton Flyers. Jordan, thank you for joining us in the booth.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. Thank you, guys.
Jordan, thank you. And folks, we're here again. We're a little bit away from our start of our second period as we let our man Jordan Shannon again, who got to join us in the booth here. We got a chance to talk to him. An absolute stud on the ice, Jordan Shannon. This is a guy on and off the ice. Great kid. And that's what Kentucky's all about, right? It's about players who can do it both on and off, whether it's Coach Cal's Kentucky basketball team, whether it's Coach Stoops' football squad, or whether it's the Pilgrims here with the hockey program, on and off the ice. Always top-notch people with the Kentucky programs.
You know, it's top to bottom. And it's one of those things where that's a phrase that's thrown around quite a bit these days when you talk about top to bottom. It really is here. It's the entire organization. It's the entire Kentucky family that's here. We talked to the coach before the game, and we said, you know, oh, we love that you packed the house. We love that, you know, all these seats are filled. He goes, yeah, people come from football games. They come from other sporting events, and they know that this men's hockey team has a game tonight. So they know they've got it on their schedules. They come out to the game wherever they're at. They figured out they got shuttles that come this way. They carpool this way. They call Ubers and Lyfts and taxis. They get here any way they can. They've got signs. They've got spirit. They're excited. We see a couple of people that are kind of jamming and dancing to the rink music, which is just phenomenal.
Did you hear the round of applause that Zamboni got when it just backed out into the ice? That's when you know you've got a group of people absolutely involved, absolutely bought in. Reminder, it is the homecoming night for the football team tonight. And this place is absolutely jam-packed with hockey fans. You can't beat it. You can't say any more about it. You can't put it into words any more than we already have. It's a situation where this place is jammed to the gills with hockey fans. And this is a place, a state in Kentucky, that is craving the sport, craving the game, craving a love of hockey. And we are trying to bring it to them. And we hope you are enjoying watching along with us. Again, we remind you to participate in the broadcast. Be a part of the broadcast. If you are watching from another team and you'd like us to come to you, let the Dan K Show know at @the_Dan K Show that you'd like us to come out to you. Right, Lucas?
Exactly. You know, we travel around this country here, and we talk about as much hockey as we can. We try to find as much hockey as we can everywhere we go. And that was one of the great things about coming down here. We found hockey, and we found ourselves on a broadcast. And if you want us to find ourselves on your broadcast, you can just reach out to us. It's @the_Dan K Show or @the_Dan K Show, as I was corrected many times when I was just in the Midwest at Chicago this past weekend. It feels you travel so much, you do so much hockey. It's amazing how quickly the weeks go by, and when you're having this much fun, it's hard to keep track of where you are.
We travel the country doing hockey. We travel the country having fun, loving the game, loving the sport. We want to bring the sport to as many people as possible. We want to bring you as much energy as much as we can. And again, I just realized that my sleeves are done incorrectly. And that's something I realized one period into the broadcast. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix them because I still got my blazer on. So I'm just going to have to rock it this way now and live this way.
Well, you know what? We were joking before the broadcast, right? We said, and for the college kids at home, you can definitely identify with this. If it works, don't fix it. You know, you come out here, you try your best, and then if it's not exactly how you wanted it, well, you roll with it and you try to figure it out. And Dan, I want to swing this discussion back to what's coming out here in the second period of play. As the Zamboni begins to complete its final few passes majestically around the ring.
Majestically.
With such a grace that's rarely seen in hockey as this Zamboni right now. Dan, you have had your eyes fixated on the game. I try to watch behind the game as the color commentary guy and see what's going on, but you've been watching the puck as it's been moving around player to player, right? So give me your thoughts on the first period of play, because I'm seeing a fast hockey game, but it must be nothing compared to what you're watching.
Yeah, what I'm watching is a quick hockey game. What I'm watching is a high level of hockey. You can tell Dayton and Kentucky are both bringing in some players that have quality on the puck, right? What you're missing right now is Kentucky is that last pass, and I think that in less words is what Jordan was kind of putting together with moving our feet, right? In moving your feet, you create the opportunity to pass the puck. In creating the opportunity to pass the puck, you're making that goaltender move angles. What I saw so far was a goaltender in Jurgic that, when kept on a line, stays on his line. Jamie Jurgic is not going to get caught off with straight-on shots from the top of the point. You got to move the puck, you got to move your feet, you got to circulate, and you got to find angles to score on. Odd angle tries are going to be where to put him in on him. This is a quality over quantity goaltender. You got to beat him with a good pass. You can't beat him with anything. When you look at the other side of the ice, as I jump in here and just jump on Lucas again and just keep going. I'm going to keep going here. When you look at the other side of the ice, you see the Dayton Flyers. It's a counter-punch game, right? They're playing a rope-a-dope. It's a Muhammad Ali style. They trust their goaltender. And when you trust your goaltender, You can allow a puck to stay in your zone a little longer, and you can wait for the breaks. They have fast skates. They've got fast skaters at the forward position, and they wait for the puck to find the right stick, and they break, and they're on the way, and they're down the ice. And that's a situation that you got to watch out for if you're Kentucky. You cannot fall down by 2 here.
No, and the one thing that we've seen from Kentucky is they have turned it over a few times in the neutral zone, which is very dangerous. But if you're Kentucky in this situation, what I've been seeing is you've got to spread the ice a little bit. When Jurjic commits to that butterfly, he is down on the ice, and he is less mobile than when he is on his feet. Very mobile on his feet, not afraid to go post to post, very able and skilled to go post to post. But once he hits that butterfly, a little bit harder for him to move around. So if you're at the University of Kentucky right now, you absolutely have to spread that ice. You have to get the pass going side to side. You have to start cycling players. I would not be surprised to see if they pull a little bit more of a high-low game. We started to see them dumping the puck and getting some success, some limited success towards the end of that first period out of dumping that puck around behind the goaltender. They've got great defensemen who are pinching the boards, waiting up by that blue line, keeping the puck in the zone. With sustained offensive pressure will come results. What they have to do is they have to be aware that if they crash the net, if they commit those defensemen to crashing the net and coming into the slot, there's a very real opportunity that Dayton is going to use their speed to turn that puck around, head down into their zone. They've had a couple of breakaways that they've been very lucky to stop. They've been very lucky to break those breakaways, those 2-on-1 situations up. So if you're Kentucky in this situation, you want to get as much offensive pressure, as much bodies in front as you can, but you do not want to give up that breakaway opportunity.
That's it, and you see the high pressure is always going to be difficult when you're trying to get yourself involved, when you're trying to make plays happen, when you're trying to make scores happen. You tend to start to play yourself a little bit higher up the ice, and that's where you got to be careful. You have to watch out. You're going to start this period, 10 seconds left on a power play. So what that means, it's got to be a quick face-off and sprint, right? You got to get it into the zone early. You're not going to really score off this power play, but what you can do is create that tilt in the ice to start an offensive pressure. You'll get the 5-on-5. You'll see that man skate back in for Dayton. What you have to worry about is a face-off win, throw deep, watch for the break off the power play kill, and a breakaway one-on-none chance for Dayton. It's going to be an eye to be kept on there. You're going to have to watch that box there. It's going to be under your screen. Kentucky's going to be going right to left here, so Dayton's going to have a chance to drop out of that box and break away with one.
Well, and, you know, with 10 seconds left on the power play, that is plenty of time. You know, we often say that with 10 seconds left and you're behind your own net, you've got one more chance. 10 seconds left right off the face-off, you've got the opportunity to draw something up off the breakaway. As much as you like to draw up plays in hockey, and as quickly as those plays sometimes go the way of all great plans, they kind of go astray almost immediately. You've got a real opportunity here, if you can win this face-off, to create some momentum in the opposite direction.
You really can, and we have one last pass for the Zamboni here as he trickles his way around the ice. And here he comes racing up far side. You can hear the crowd getting loud as they know the Zamboni's made his last pass. He turns on, and in the Kentucky style, I will race him off the ice. Down the stretch they come. Got a quarter pole lead here, down around the bend here, whirling past the net. Goal not moving at all. He'll race past him. Down in front of your screen, here comes your Zamboni, racing hard, racing fast. No one in his path. Oh, the Zam Man might just have this one. Zam Man by a nose across the line. There he goes. He wins the race, but who really wins are the folks at home and the folks here, because it is time for the second period of action. We've got hockey, we've got fun, and we've got a lot of action for you coming up next. I thought Lucas was going to jump in there. He didn't, so I'll keep talking.
I thought we were going to go to a little bit of a break there.
No, we're not going to break. We're live. We're live on YouTube. You don't want dead air. No dead air. Tonight, we bring you a broadcast. Tonight, we talk all night.
Well, Dan, I've got some more facts and figures for you after that first period here. I know I said that I was conservative in my shot tallies, but I'm nowhere near as conservative as the scorekeepers down here in Kentucky. We registered 18 shots for the University of Kentucky here and 11 shots for the Dayton Flyers. One of those shots, obviously, for the Flyers went in off of that power play. That goal was scored by Sam Meany, a power play goal scored at 9 minutes and 48 seconds into the first period of play. Now the Zamboni's done, we're going to get an opportunity to see what the second period of hockey brings. Like I said, we saw some of that sustained pressure. We saw that sustained offensive ability. The skill of the University of Kentucky players, the stick handling, the presence of mind, the heady hockey. That's where this second period of play is going to be. The chess match will certainly continue.
And as you watch this game here and watch along with us, again, the score is 1-0. Sam Meany with that goal. It was a power play goal for the Dayton Flyers. They lead your Kentucky Wildcats after 1 period of play. 20 minutes will be on the clock, 10 seconds on the power play opportunity remaining for the Kentucky Wildcats. That power play opportunity was created by a hooking call that went against the visiting Dayton Flyers. Their officiating crew takes the ice. Here comes the coaching staff of the Dayton Flyers. Dayton will be the first ones to take the ice once their coaching staff has made their way across. Taking their time, making their way, shuffling across. That ice is slippery when wet, and that's what it'll be right now. But what we will be is ready for hockey. I can't wait. Lucas can't wait. I am tingling with anticipation for this second period of action. How excited are you?
Pretty excited. We've got the PA announcer getting the crowd on their feet for the University of Kentucky that is just now taking the ice. Folks, if you are anywhere near this hockey rink right now, you need to get here to experience this electric feel.
Get here. Come meet the Dan K Show. If you don't want to meet the Dan K Show, just don't come here then, because we're here. I guess you don't want to bump into us.
Well, you could show up. You just don't have to talk to us. It'll be really easy to ignore us. Ignore the man in the checkered suit.
Who? Is that me?
That would be you.
Oh, I didn't look in the mirror. There were no mirrors in the booth. I forgot I was in a checkered suit. Again, if you haven't seen me, go to the Twitter page of the Kentucky Wildcats here. Kentucky Hockey's Twitter page has a nice little picture of the checkerboards. As you hear that beautiful, beautiful Kentucky fight song play over the loudspeaker here, and I feel like I'm in my old Kentucky home, Lucas, tonight, because I am excited to be here in Lexington. What a great drive in. What a great time we've had. We've gotten to tour the city, get a little bit of the good life here, a little bit of that southern hospitality. I have not bumped into one person yet who I haven't absolutely loved.
Well, it's such a great environment down here, such a great atmosphere. The city of Lexington has been phenomenal. We've gotten to taste the food. We've gotten to see the sights. We've explored the city. We've met the people. You know, the student population here is so much fun, so lively. And, you know, they bring in that energy here tonight. We're starting to see people chanting and bringing out their signs, getting ready for the game. But the city of Lexington has just been phenomenal to us all weekend.
As they would say, it is bumping tonight. It is loud in here, loud and proud. Kentucky's fans on their feet. Dayton Flyers lead 1-0. Wildcats on the power play to start the second period of play. Dan K, Lucas Jones, crazy suit, non-crazy suit. For the first time in his life, Lucas Jones wearing a bow tie.
Well, I mean, I feel like it fits. I feel like the bow tie fits. You know, it's a University of Kentucky bow tie, so that's a plus as well. We found as many blue articles of clothing as we could, pulled them out for tonight's game.
It is time. Drop that puck. Here we go. Dayton with the face-off win, fires it down. That'll kill the power play. We'll go back to even strength here in 3, 2, and 1. 5-on-5 hockey it is. Kentucky with the puck. Fired on along. Plinko pass looking for a connection to Deemer. Deemer won't get there. Sticked away. That one went end to end and almost found its way into the back of Jurgic's net. Jurgic able to get the stick to it, steer it aside, and get it away. Chipped along, racing after it. There goes Kentucky. Using the boards, finding help in Duffy. Duffy with it on his forehand. Duffy with a pitchfork pass out the center, bouncing down onto the stick. Down to the zone it goes, chopping along, trying to clear one more time is Dayton. They will. Thrown along, this one's touched on the way through. Icing waved off. No. Now they'll get the icing. First we got the linesman with the icing wave off. Now we get the icing call. Nothing like throwing a broadcast crew off, like a linesman going, hey, no icing waved off, and then it getting called by the official.
Well, you know, they're keeping us on our toes. You know, if there's one thing you can say about that, and, you know, especially that midnight puck drop, you got to keep things fresh, a little interesting for the broadcast crew.
Face-off one here, back to Gary Eastlack. Eastlack puts it back to the blue line, unable to keep it in the zone there. Bouncing puck, losing hold of it and losing control was Matt Pacala. Pacala has to retreat, stolen away by Dayton. Lost there. Eastlack steals it away. Again, the majority of the time on attack has been Kentucky, but it's been Dayton with the lead so far with that power play goal. Onto the stick of Duffy. Duffy uses the skate to hold it in, chipped along. Down low to Eastlack. Eastlack with a centering pass, swatted away with the stick there. Steering that aside like a fly in the desert there was the goaltender Jurgic. I don't know if there are flies in the desert. I don't know. That was probably a bad reference there. As someone shot high, save made off the shoulder again by Jurgic. Odd angle shots. I talked about it. Puck movement. You got to get that goaltender moving side to side in his net. Losing an edge there, almost creating a turnover. Fired up off the boards of center. Lucas, I will keep talking all night long. I am like a shark that will keep swimming. These kids are young. They can stay up all night. I am trying to keep myself alive, vibrant, and moving. If I stop moving, I may just fall asleep. This one goes down. A big-time change here for Kentucky. They'll get a full line change. Back out the center, trying to get it past the linesman. They do, but Dayton cannot hold on to it. Stolen away by the stick there, held in. This could be dangerous. Wrister, save made, rebound, try, swatted away. Big stop there by Eric Williams, coming up tall. Large, in charge, and in control is Eric Williams. Down to the corner boards it goes, spinning around the net, looking for help, holding, waiting, centering pass, Wrister low, score! Cats on top! How about that one? Wrister low, 5-hole, score! And riling him up, it's Blake Riley. Balake, as some may say. Send him to Oshag Hennessy's office, because Balake, Blake Riley, fires it home, 1-1 to score.
Insubordinate and churlish.
Churlish
was
there.
That goal. That was great. It's exactly what we talked about, spreading out the ice, capitalizing on those second chance opportunities. They had to put one home eventually with the quality of shots they were getting.
Frying pan on the fire there, covered up by the catching glove of Eric Williams. Blake Riley riles him up. Big time score. Cats tie it up. Again and again and again. Keep chopping away. Keep trying. Keep attempting. Keep firing. Finally, Blake Riley finds himself unmarked, unmanned, and in front is a wrister low kick save and a beauty sprawling stop by Williams. Oh, now I'm getting loud. Now it's getting exciting. Now we're getting going. This one's taken in by Kentucky. Centered on, looking to connect, cannot. Oh, off the boards, fired in by Max Boss. Boss looking for help. In the body there, a Deemer. Deemer can't hold in. Back out it comes. Dayton the other way now. Here we go, back and forth. The open ice is aplenty. We're ready to play now. Both sides just needed a period to get open here. Stolen away one more time by Kentucky. Will they get another break? Fired down, this will be an icing. Whistle blows, stoppage here. 3 minutes into this second period of play. We got ourselves a tied game. Ooh, and Sweet Caroline's playing. I will now have to walk out of the building until it finishes, Lucas, so go ahead.
Yeah, we're not fans of that song here. We're definitely from Jersey. We are definitely
two Jersey
Yankees
guys,
fans.
and they play Sweet Caroline. Ah,
I think we might be in enemy territory here in a certain aspect.
Save made there by Williams, covered up. I'll tell you, I went to Fenway Park, and I was the only man in the stadium who didn't stand during Sweet Caroline. I can't do it. Guess I'm a Dodgers fan for this World Series, for those of you at home, in case you're wondering who Dan Kay's rooting for. Kentucky here on the face-off. You see that choke up on the stick there, that little cheat move there on the face-off. That is that American face-off style you love to see. We had a couple Europeans that we were working with there in the junior hockey world, and they were not ready for that cheat game you can do in the American face-off, as we almost lose our camera there to the stick. Great move there by David Hecker, who has put this all together tonight, and each and every night as that one's thrown in front of net. David moves the camera out of the way of a stick. Almost getting the worst of the camera there was Mikey Liska. Back behind the net, Eastlack down to pressure. Spinning on, losing this one in front. Backhand shot, no, doesn't go. Rebound, try, chopped, the long whistle blows, covered up. Oh, that one got loose in front. Lucas thought it might go, it did not. What'd you see on that one?
Well, you saw a lot of bodies in front of the net there, Dan. You saw a lot of opportunity. It's that crash in the net, right? Once that puck comes off the stick or off the pads of the goaltender, and he isn't able to rail that, to bring that one in, you see every single member of the University of Kentucky crashing that net, trying to find a space to put that puck past the goaltender.
Max Proctor is fun to watch take a face-off with that little choke-up move there on the stick. It is very interesting to watch there. Proctor is in. Back out, Proctor tries to take it with the glove, cannot, still loose. Dayton now putting the pressure on. This has been a give and take as there's like skated on in front all the way through. Drag shot, score! Dayton takes the lead back. A beautiful play there by Eric Chittister. And Chittister skates his way all the way through, trying to sprawl down and get the block was Riley, who was the goal scorer earlier in this period. And unable to get the block, unable to get the stop. And it's skated in by Chittister and put home. Dayton takes the lead right back.
Well, that's so tough. You saw the puck coming up on the near side of your screen, closest to us along the boards. And it's a situation, it's a goal that's created by a lot of space. And Kentucky's going to have to tighten up their play in front of the goaltender. The goaltender's coming out of net a lot. That's Eric Williams, who's also going to have to maybe stay a little bit closer to net. We see goaltenders get burned quite a bit when they come out of net. But we'll see what the rest of this game holds for the University of Kentucky.
There's going to be a lot more scoring in this one from the looks of it as Jurgic steers this one away. Big time stop by him. Eric Williams there, a couple times today, he's gotten caught off that edge there, getting a little too high in net. You got to worry about those angles. This one's thrown high, trying to play it there with a high stick, could not. Kentucky can't hold in. Back out the center it goes, spinning onto the backhand, giving onto the forehand here at the blue line. Plinko pass goes past Berkstad there, racing after it. Using the backhand pass around the boards. Can't get there. Jimmy Cash does. Jimmy Cash can't hold it in. Back out to Duffy. Duffy gets it in the glove. Wrister low, kick save and a beauty made there in net by Jurgic. Back out the center. Dayton fires along. Blocked on the way through. This will wave off the icing. Chopped along. A little hacksaw swing as this one's put along. Back out to the blue line. Back out it goes. Line to line. In goes Cash. Cash holds it a forehand. Odd angle. Shot past the blocker. Around it goes to the blue line. Unable to pinch the boards and hold it in. And it's going to create a one-on-none opportunity here if he can reach it. No. Dayton will push it into the zone. Go off for a change. Backhanded pass on the race there for Dayton trying to get to it was Giovanni Carbonara. Carbonara could not win the race to it. Jimmy Cash on it now. Jimmy Cash all the way through. Wrister high. Can't get it to go. Nifty little move there to enter the zone. Zone entry shot. Can't put it on net. Around the boards it goes. Down to play it there is Deemer. Into the net they go. Losing an edge. No boarding call there. Max Boss tries to get to this one. Can't pinch. Can't cover. Back down it goes. Blocked there. Save made. Sprawling stop by Williams. Williams uses the stick. Pokes it along the center. Out goes Kentucky. Back and forth we go. Into the boards. Could have been an interference call. Won't get it. Couple calls go in the way of no one as this one goes out the Boss. Boss whiffs on it. Now he chops it along. Deflected on the way through just wide. If that caught the post, it would have gone. Diving to try to keep it in there was Proctor. He could not. 14 minutes left. Tipped away. A little poke check move. That looks like NHL 19, although they did nerf the poke check. If you've not played NHL 19 yet, you hockey fans, you will be very upset if you play like me and only play defense and only poke check. Back behind the net, Dayton on it, can't put it to the forehand, nifty move there. Oh, here's some skill. Taken off this one by Proctor. Proctor with a huge hit, got to keep your head up, could not. Thrown into the zone there. Dayton has to get back on side, so they'll wait and retreat. 13:33 remaining in the second period of play. Stolen away one more time by Chittister. Back out the center, onto the backhand, now to the forehand, all the way through bodies. Back on, backhand shot, blocked away. Stick save made there by Jurgic. Out to the blue line, using the boards, trying to find his way through, cannot. Out they go, Dayton end to end, holding, waiting, shooting, blocked. Plinko pass, Gary Eastlake racing after it, can't get there. Now back it goes, spinning pass, Eastlake can't find it. Now he tries to poke his head away and get to this one. Now he finds it on a forehand shot, save made. Bouncing puck loose in the center of the zone, still loose. Now at the center it goes, Dayton pushed it along, and we might have a fight behind the play here. No, they were looking for it, won't get it, whistle blows, and a stoppage here. We'll see who this one goes against. Looks like it might go against Kentucky. Waiting for the call here in the booth. 8 blue here. Max Boss there. Boss is going to take the penalty there. Roughing call. Roughing call here. Max Boss heads to the box, and with that, the Dayton Flyers are on the power play. On the power play, the Dayton no, we're going to go 2 minutes apiece here, so we'll skate 5-on-5. We'll see if we go 5-on-5 or 4-on-4. Waiting to see. Seeing the skating around. Right now you got 4 Cats, 4 Flyers. You're going to go 4-on-4. So taking the penalty, Max Boss. 2 roughing calls, 2 roughing minors. 1 against Dayton, 1 against the Kentucky Wildcats. And with that, we'll skate 4v4, 4-on-4 hockey. A little more open ice. We'll see who this benefits. Usually it benefits the team who's able to attack a little longer. It was Kentucky until late in this second period here, where it's been all Dayton. There's a shot, catching glove save made by Eric Williams. Whistle blows, stoppage here. Oh, big time stop by Eric Williams on that one, Lucas.
Absolutely, that is a big time stop. When you've got this 4-on-4 hockey, it can be really tough. You've lost that extra man, but it also opens up the ice quite a bit, especially with these two teams and the quick skating that they've had, and the fact that these two teams like to play that open ice. It'll be interesting to see what develops in the next minute and 40.
Using the boards here, trying to exit the zone, gets to the blue line, out the center goes Pakala. Pakala puts it ahead now. Backhand shot, pushed along, entering the zone. In goes Kentucky. Trying to clear this one out is Dayton. Dayton trying to use the back here, trying to use those boards to exit the zone. They cannot. Kentucky doing a good job on that forecheck so far. Unable to make too much of it, though, with only one goal in the net thus far. End to end goes Dayton, trying to race down for it is Jimmy Cash. He finds it, but can only get as far as the blue line. Wrister save made by Williams on the way through. Can't hold on. Kick to the side. Again, 4-on-4 hockey here. 1:10 remains on the 4-on-4. After that, we'll go 5-on-5 as long as there's no other extracurriculars within this next minute span. Spinning pass, backhanded on around the boards past that National Guard sign behind the net of Jurgic. Stolen away by Cash. Big hit there. Trying to find Riley, cannot. Out it goes. Dayton now on a 2-on-1. Holding, waiting is Chittister. Chittister puts it on in front. Backhand shot doesn't go. Beautiful move, unable to connect. Can't get it home. This one's tipped through. No icing will be called. Racing down for it, now onto the forehand. Spinning into the boards. Tried to forward for Eastlack, couldn't find him. Oh, what a beautiful play on the break there by Mikey Liska. Liska couldn't make it hurt. Shot blockered away there by Williams. Back to the corner. 30 seconds remain on the 4-on-4. Back out it comes. Dayton with it. Skating around that zone, looking for the right pass. They find it. Shot save made by Williams. Another rebound try. Oh, Williams makes a big save there. Williams has to keep it here. Has to keep it 2-1. Big block there. The block shot almost falls to the feet of a Dayton skater right in front of net. Can't keep this one on in front, but instead they'll push to the boards. They like it there. Back out to the blue line. Another chance for Dayton. All Dayton here on this 4-on-4. Spinning past Eastlack on the break. Hand going up and icing the call. Oh, looked like Eastlack might have had to break there.
Eastlack not happy about that particular call. Arguing that maybe he should have been able to get a little offensive pressure on that one. He felt that he had the ability to settle that puck, bring it around and score. Eastlack was looking for that. He was hanging out by the Dayton blue line there, looking for that cherry pick opportunity, trying to take advantage of the last few seconds, the transition there back to 5-on-5 hockey. That's what you need if you're Kentucky right now. You need to bring the pressure, you need to bring the fire, and you need to take some chances.
Talking it over for a little bit there with the officiating crew, trying to figure out who should be on the ice, whether we should be back to 5-on-5. We are. Again, we remind you, follow us. Be our followers. Follow us on @the_Dan Show on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Those of you younger folks out there who don't know what Facebook is, it's basically what MySpace was 10 years ago now. This one's put around the boards, looking for a connection, can't find it. Spinning, firing, bouncing puck out the center. Dayton on it now, back along it goes. Back and forth, yin and yang, in and out, up and down, inside out. Big time hit there by Eastlack behind the play off camera. All the way into the zone it goes. Max Boss, who just served that 2-minute roughing penalty, back out on the ice. Tipped along by Gary Eastlack. After it is Liska. Liska can't get there. It's fired along off a body onto the stick of Riley. Riley gets it down to Liska. Riley gets it back. Centering pass, can't connect. Back out here for Duffy. Duffy with a wrister, blocked and away through again. Dayton now putting a lot of bodies in front of that net. A lot of blocked shots for Dayton thus far. Back out it goes. Plinko pass. Now Kentucky looking for as many breakaways as they can net. Trying to get that man kind of hanging deep there, waiting for it, trying to go the opposite way. Spinning pass, fired on along, blocked and away through, stolen away by Dayton one more time. Using the boards, finding the D-man. This D pair for Dayton, very confident with the puck in their own zone. Trying to find their way out, they do. Back up to the blue line, chip back in by Duffy. Duffy throws it down. Taken away, this one stayed in. Holding on, backhand try, thrown in front, save made one more time by Jurgic. Beautiful pass from behind the net, the pass from Deemer, the shot from Poole, the save by Jurgic. .9:31 remains. How do you like me now? Plays over the loudspeaker, and I'm sure Dayton's feeling that way right now, up 2-1 on road ice.
Yeah, well, Kentucky's looking to keep it in the zone here. They've had some success on the faceoff. They win another one there. Kentucky is right in this game, folks. They are just another bouncing puck away. They've had a lot of great shots on net, a lot of opportunities.
Thrown in front, save made, rebound try, whistle blows a bit early. A little extracurricular in front of the net. No one will be happy about the goaltender getting touched by the rebound try there. And everyone starts to separate as No Diggity now plays. Now we got a good little playlist going. Kentucky Hockey says, hey, Dan K-Show, you're looking like a whole snack, and I hope you know that. Kentucky Hockey?
Us?
Adieu de Calais, Mr. Beauregard. You are my hero. Flowers for me? I can't hit the high note right now because I'm middle of a broadcast, and I've got my octaves down to a level that they need to be at. That's what we're going for. We're going for this whole look as this one's thrown around the boards, back out to the blue line, chipped along, back in it goes. Retreating forward is Dayton. Oh, once more time using that boards, trying to find their way through. This one's chipped along like a little backhanded baseball shot. Little swing at that one. Almost got the centering pass with that swing. Nice pass there, trying to connect, cannot. Sticks on the ice. Can't do anything without the stick on the ice as a defenseman. They've got it there. Back out to the blue line, trying to chop it along. Along it goes all the way out. Racing back, retreating into his own zone to play it here is Trevor Burrola. Burrola puts it ahead of the blue line. Blue line to blue line, trying a centering pass, sticked away one more time by Blake Riley. Great defense by Riley. One-timer shot blocked and away through, can't get it on. Another block by Blake Riley. What a shift for Blake Riley. This one's thrown down at about 10,000 miles per hour. I am so glad I was not on the ice for that one. I stay out of the way of it, so does Lucas, and we're safe.
Well, we're as safe as we'll be up here. I've got this clipboard for self-defense. It feels pretty sturdy. I feel like I can get a really nice, all that baseball skill is going to come in handy if one gets too close. But I'll tell you what, this puck is flying back and forth, up and down this rink, around the boards. It is being absolutely thrown into zones, and both teams doing a great job of transitioning from offense to defense.
Really has been a great game of hockey so far. Really got to give it to these two teams. They've come out here with a lot of energy, ready to go, and you can see Kentucky playing in front of a home crowd with a lot of energy, but you can see the cobwebs of having that bye week coming into this game. A bye week is always tough in the sport of hockey. You don't get it very much. This is a sport that's played every other day at the professional level, and you're used to that kind of off and on, over and over. I play a day, I'm off a day. I play a day, and these are creatures of habit. Playing with his bye week, Dayton taking advantage on the road. This would be a huge road victory if Dayton could find a way to get this one.
Well, you know, we've talked to a lot of skaters, a lot of hockey players throughout the years, and, you know, they basically all say the same thing. They say, if you got those cobwebs, if you've got tired legs, that first period might be a little rough, but after that, folks, it is full throttle, 110%. This team has got to find their legs. They've got to find the strength to keep going here and get some offense going. They've had the shooting lanes. They've had the opportunities. The setups are there. It's the finish that they can't quite find, and that's due mostly to the play of Jurgic in net, doing a phenomenal job here in this game, going post to post, staying in his net, knocking pucks away, acting as that general, redirecting pucks. Kentucky hockey, though, pressuring him, making him feel that pressure up close and personal very often.
Face-off won by the Dayton Flyers right on the net, covered up by the frying pan there of Eric Williams. Williams not taking any chances in net now. You've seen a lot of rebound opportunities, not letting those get through anymore as this one's blocked up into the netting, and a souvenir for a lucky fan. Running out of pucks up here. We're getting a lot of fans with souvenirs.
A lot of fans going home happy with those souvenirs tonight. I don't know what this rink's policy is on keeping those pucks, but I got to tell you, the fans in that corner of the ice seemingly very happy about that one.
Face-off won by Kentucky. Defensive zone face-offs will get you to heaven, I can tell you that much. Two-out hits get you to heaven in a game of baseball. Red zone touchdowns get you to heaven in a game of football. And D-zone face-off wins get you to heaven in a game of hockey. And you're watching this Kentucky hockey team. The face-off's going to become big here. You can't allow Dayton to get away from you here. You can't allow a two-goal lead at home that will suck the air out of a building, that will empty your barn. You want to keep the folks here, keep them running, keep them riled. Face-off comes back into the Kentucky zone, far side of your screen there, far side of net. Back in, wrister off a face-off win, goes wide of net, letting it go by was Williams, no pressure there. Backhanded on, tipped along, trying to get into the zone there was Ryan Huseman. Huseman now gives on, he gets it to Dolan. Dolan skates to the forehand, can't put it along, can't get it on. Back out the center, onto a skate, onto a stick. Taken onto the forehand here, though it's Dayton. Dayton on the forecheck, can't get to it. Back out it goes, Plinko pass looking to clear, cannot. Now Kentucky with a break chance here. On this one is Ryan Duffy. Duffy enters his zone, fakes a slap shot, now holds, wait, shot high, score! Top shelf, homie! Ryan Duffy, the Duff Man! The Duff Man says score! And the Cats tie it up at 2. Wow! Zone entry, no assists needed, no help. Ryan Duffy says, top shelf, score!
Duffman, oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
That was an absolutely phenomenal goal. Taking it in himself, getting around the defenseman, hanging that puck off the stick, just making it walk around and find some space before firing it top shelf past the goaltender. That's that goal you're looking for. That's that spark of life that you're waiting at the University of Kentucky.
Ryan Duffy. Oh my Lanta Gladys, that goal was gorgeous. Back out now goes Dayton. They've answered back every time Kentucky's fired. This has been punch, counter punch, brought to you by the Dan K Show. 6:45 remains here in the second period of play. What a game we've been treated to so far. What a trip to Lexington. Stolen away here. Skating it on his Eastlack. Can't get to it. Stick lifted. Oh, Gary Eastlack now dishing out some punishment, much to the delight of the home fans. Oh, Eastlack does it all. He plays offense. He plays defense, and he dishes out punishment. Eastlack now forcing a turnover, but not for long. Stolen away one more time. Sticks on the ice. Dayton with a steal here. Taken away. Nifty move through the legs. Almost walks that one along, but getting to a knee there and making the stop was Pakala. Out of play. This one goes. Whistle blows. Faceoff will be in a Kentucky zone.
Dan, can we talk for a minute about Matt Pakala on that play?
Please.
Look at the fundamentals of hockey on that play. You saw him skate left to right from the far side of your screen to the near side of the screen.
Yeah.
Eyes on the puck, eyes on the stick the whole way. And when it came time to put the body on the ice, not only did he get his body down, but he knew where that skater was going to go. If he went there, he put the stick in the path of the puck, and he was able to stop that chance and stop it cold.
What an absolutely beautiful transition here for Kentucky. And Dayton now trying to hold on tight here, trying to get themselves back to it. That's a spinorama shot blocked up into the netting, out of play. Whistle blows. 5:57 left. 2 goals for the Dayton Flyers. 2 goals for the Kentucky Wildcats. Cats tied up. Oh, we got a barn burner here in an actual barn. And you can't have a real barn burner because you'd melt the ice. So we have a hypothetical barn burner here at the Lexington Ice Center here in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. Who says Lexington's a basketball town? It's a hockey town tonight. Shot low, save made. This one's into paraphernalia, held onto. Oh, that was a dangerous shot there. That was actually shot from outside the zone. Shot taken there by Declan O'Leary. O'Leary took the shot low. Almost got through the 5-hole of Williams. Williams was able to hold it in the pads, and you never want to see a goaltender look behind him and go, is it back there?
No, that is not the look you want if you are Kentucky right now, especially not if you're watching from that bench.
Pushed into the corner boards. Duffy down to play it. Duffy, that beautiful goal scored just a bit earlier. Out it comes. Wrister through. Tipped along. Down to play this one. Racing after it is A.J. Masidi. Hit hard into the boards. Big time hit there. Trying to dish it back out now is Connor Gilbert. Gilbert can't get there. Out the Boss. Boss from the blue line off of skate. Back behind the net. Down goes Gilbert to play it. Stolen away. Sticked away. Bouncing puck to center. Fired deep. Williams catching glove. Whistle blows. Stoppage.
And you see both teams getting a little fired up right now. Dayton enjoying their offensive series on the last few times through the zone. But Kentucky is getting fired up as well. They've shown that individual effort that we knew they were going to have. They've got the skill, they've got the size, they've got the speed. They've got it all, folks, and they have displayed it on that last scoring series. And they continue to play aggressive hockey, as you see right here.
Here's a breakaway chance for Eastlack. Eastlack tries to toe drag that one in front, cannot. Looking for Boston, instead puts it from an odd angle. Save made, held on to. Gary Eastlack almost scored that thing from the rink next door. He was in the middle of nowhere there.
Well, it's those odd angle shots that sometimes have a tendency to trickle in. You know, sometimes they say if you turn and fire it on net, you get a bounce off the pad, off the post. There's a lot of objects in front of that net.
Face-off one, spinning pass out of the zone. This will go down for an icing. Whistle will blow in a moment, and it does. 4:42 remains, 2-2 the score. All twos here. Again, talk to us during the broadcast. We want to talk to you. And you can also vote for the star of the game. You got to tweet to us or write on the YouTube at the _Dan K Show, and you got to say hashtag star of the game at the Dan K Show. Spinning shot off the face-off win doesn't go, but if you tweet to us the player's name and you say hashtag star of the game, that player just may win the star of the game tonight. Get an interview with Dan K on the ice in his beautiful, pristine suit. As that one centered on in front doesn't go, he may get an interview with and we may discuss this great hockey game and this great game of hockey tonight. Shot low, save made, rebound try, score! Kentucky goal! Huge Selly, huge tackle. Looked like a football game there after that one went home. We've got an injury after that one. That one goes in off the stick here and on the goal looking for this one. It's going to be number 8, Max Proctor. The Proctor's in. The Proctor called, and he said an apple a day, or forget about apples, how about G's? Goals for Max Proctor, taking it to the max. Cats lead. Cats lead.
Well, you saw it's coming to fruition, kind of what we've been talking about, is getting those bodies in front of the net, turning around, firing those shots as quickly and as often as you can. That goal was created by a turning and firing of a shot on net. Unable to clear the puck in front was Jurgic. Unable to clear the puck were any of Dayton's defensemen or forwards near the net on that one. You had bodies in front. You had a player in front of the net. He was able to use his body to redirect that puck into the net.
You can see the argument going on in front of us here. Gary Eastlack in front. The goal counts. The goal scores. 4:18 remains. 3-2 the score. Second period. Cats lead. Kentucky in the lead for the first time tonight at home. And now you'll hear this crowd get behind their Wildcats. The Proctor is in. Max Proctor with the goal, assisted by Mikey Liska. Again, Max Proctor from Liska. There's a stick behind the play. Taking the worst of it is Jimmy Cash right in front of us here. The medical staff almost wearing a stick there, not getting hit luckily. But they could treat it. If they were hit, they'd be ready to go. They give me the look in the booth here.
There is no one better qualified to treat their own injuries than the medical staff.
We don't want them injured, though. We don't want anybody injured. Again, 3:30 remains here, second period of play. Taking this one, beautiful little toe drag there. Dayton can't hold on, can't keep it. With it now is Owen Sherlog. Sherlog can't find a centering pass. Out to the corner it goes, using those boards, exiting there. Spinning on, holding to the forehand. Backhanded pass. Duffy steals it away. Duffy fakes the shot, now takes it, blocked. Hits a skate on the way through. This is a forehand off the boards. Around it goes past that National Guard sign. Out to the blue line and pass. Plinko pass. Racing down to play this one is Pakala. No icing. No icing called. Williams let it go by. Thought he might get the whistle. Didn't get it. Out to the circle. Kentucky now with a lot of pressure being put forward. You can't rest on your laurels. Can't take that deep breath. Have to continue to progress forward. Now up by 1. 3-2 the score. Back to the backhand. Skates this one all the way through his own zone. End-to-end backhanded pass. Pakala puts the pressure on. Riley with the puck. Riley spins and fires deep. Beautiful play there by Blake Riley and good conversation there. Good speaking, good talking, good communication. As he talks to his next line coming in, he says, let's go, make the change, make the change. Riley gets to the bench. Fresh skates, as they say in TED 2, fresh cakes. We got fresh skates.
And those of you who are watching at home, we'd like to thank you for joining us. We've got Alex Lucci and Patrick Lehman who are joining us on the broadcast as well. Folks, if you're watching at home, you can tweet to @the_Dan K Show. It's @the_Dan K Show on Twitter and Instagram. You can also comment. You're watching on YouTube Live, where this is currently being broadcast. You can comment right under that video, and we will we'll see your tweets, we'll see your comments, we'll read it out on the broadcast.
Face-off one, fired all the way deep. 2:20 remains, and while that was going on here, Lucas, Kentucky takes a penalty here. Dayton Flyers are on the power play. Dayton Flyers power play here after the penalty taken there by Zach Bartus. Bartus heads to the box here. He'll head to the sin bin. And Dayton will head to the power play. They'll head up a man here. Good clearance early. Already Dayton with their one power play chance has one goal. They're 1 for 1 on the power play today. Looking to make it a perfect 2 for 2. If they do, it'll be tied back up. 124 on the power play, 150 in the second period. 124 on the power play, 150 in the second period. Time trickling away. Dayton unable to get into the zone yet. 30 seconds into this power play chance, still unable to enter the zone. Now 50 seconds in, fastest 20 seconds ever because I said the math too slow, but we'll keep going. Plinko pass, back behind the net of Williams. He puts his glove up because that will be an icing. And with 1:04 on the power play, Dayton has yet to enter the zone.
That is as close to a perfect 56 seconds of power kill, or a power play killing that you're going to get. You know, that
power killing.
That's what that was. That was a power kill is what that was. You saw University of Kentucky absolutely stonewalling Dayton on that, not even letting them get into the zone. You know, you saw the enthusiasm that created the tripping call, the good defense that created that call is exactly what's keeping them in it right now.
Spinning shot in front, no, can't get it on net. Jurgic lets it go by. So far, so good for the Kentucky penalty kill this go-around. Learning from that last mistake, giving up that first power play goal was the first goal the game scored in this one. Chopped along, swinging chop by Jimmy Cash. Another beautiful play there. You can hear the rousing applause from the bench there. You can always respect a good penalty kill. So far, a minute and a half of it. This one almost a trip. No, losing an edge there for the Dayton Flyers was Owen Sherlock. Sherlock can't hold on to it now, gives along to A.J. Masidi. Masidi enters his zone to Sherlock. Goaltender being pulled. We got a delayed call coming up. Another delayed penalty. It's now 6-on-4. Goaltender out of the net. 38 seconds remain in the period. 10 seconds on the power play. Again, we are 6-on-4. A delayed call coming up against the Kentucky Wildcats. Looks to be a tripping call behind the play. 3, 2, 1. It's now 5-on-6. Centered on, no block. Trying to get a touch to it is Kentucky. They still cannot. 22 seconds left. Now Kentucky gets the touch, and they'll go back into the box here. We'll see who's serving this one, as we're going to be 5-on-4 again. Dayton will go back-to-back power plays.
Well, it's not what you want if you're the University of Kentucky right now. You do not want to have to kill a second power play here, especially, or I should say notwithstanding the fact that they were able to kill that first power play opportunity. It's the kind of thing that changes the momentum of a game. You know, we say a good penalty kill changes momentum, but having to kill these repeated power plays is so difficult when you're already facing a talented team like Dayton.
Not happy on the bench there is assistant coach Clay Pergram, trying to work the officiating crew here, talk to him, find out what happened there. The tripping call goes against Jimmy Cash as there's a centering pass sticked away by Gary Eastlack. Whistle blows, 9.5 seconds left in the second period of play. 150 on the Dayton Flyers power play. They're third of the game. They're 1 for 2 on the power play thus far. Again, Jimmy Cash takes the tripping penalty. Jimmy Cash in the box here. Dayton will try to cash in on this opportunity here, up a man. 9.5 seconds left in the second period. Face-off won by the Kentucky Wildcats. They'll hold and wait here. Try to just run it all out, using the boards, chipped along, bouncing puck, 2-1, and that will do it. Kentucky survives back-to-back power plays thus far, and at the end of 2, the score, Dayton Flyers 2, Kentucky Wildcats 3.
Well, folks, second period of play. What's the story here? Story is the Wildcats. The Wildcats playing hockey, both sides of the ice now. That defense to offense transition, right? It's all about that smooth transition from sticks on the ice, stonewall defense, across the neutral zone into an effective offense, right? Yep. It's not about a flashy offense. It's not about a high-flying offense. It is about an effective and efficient offense. That's what Kentucky has brought to the second period of play. They had 2 great goals in this period. The second one, of course, being created by that pass from Mikey Liska to Max Proctor. Less of a pass, more of a shot on net. Unable to clear the trash in front of the net was Jurgic. Proctor using the body to get that one in there. You know, crashing the net, creating those opportunities, and then cashing in on them is what has brought the University of Kentucky to this point in the game. They've done such a good job of keeping that offense balanced, keeping it metered, keeping it steady, and playing great hockey.
We're on Instagram right now. We're talking to people at home because Lucas is wearing a bow tie. Look at this. Again, tune into YouTube right now. Watch us. Kentucky up 3-2. Oh, I didn't make it into... I tried to do a quick video. That's okay. We'll let them know it's Kentucky 3-2. Ooh, I just put in the Rio de Janeiro. Again, if you don't follow us on Instagram, we're gramming right now. We're on the gram, flexing it on the gram right now. So go check out our Instagram at @the_Dan Show. Why should they do it, Lucas?
Well, the first reason is because you'll learn what things like flexing on the gram mean. I still have no idea what that means. Those all sound like made-up words to me. The other reason why they should be following us on Instagram is because you get to see where we go. We travel all around this country. I was just in Chicago last weekend. We stayed in New Jersey. We had trips to Massachusetts. We're going to Maine later this month. We started off the season in Virginia. We're going to Florida next month. It is so much fun traveling around the country, talking about hockey, meeting these players, meeting these coaches, parents, and fans. We do what we do because of you guys. It's so much fun meeting all of you and getting to see what local hockey looks like all around the country.
That's what it's all about, right? It's about getting to bring the game to as many people as possible. It's about sharing this game with folks from all over, of all different backgrounds, of all different levels of knowledge, levels of skill, and that's what we're here for. We love the game of hockey. We'd love to compete with Spittin' Chicklets for you hockey fans out there. We'd love to compete with Ryan Whitney. Ryan still doesn't put us on the show. That's what I'm wondering. When are we going to talk to Ryan Whitney? Let's go. Come on, get us on the show. We want to get on this Barstool action. Again, Barstool without the money. That's what the Dan K show is. Dan K, Lucas Jones, 3-2. Lucas making some notes here as we see some more Instagrams coming through here. Getting some follows here by Chew Dogsy. There we go. We're getting some big-time following, some big-time action on Instagram, on the gram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Again, you can vote for the star of the game. Vote for the star of tonight's game. They'll get a hat. They'll get a little presentation with me. We'll have a little interview. Vote for the star of the game with @the Dan K Show, @the_Dan K Show on Twitter. And then put hashtag star of the game. And give us the player's name. Don't just say hashtag star of the game. That won't help. If you say @the Dan K Show, hashtag star of the game, we won't know who you picked. That would be tough to know what we're going to do. We're not mind readers. We can't guess, and we'll have to guess in that situation.
Yeah, no, we are not mind readers. We are certainly Twitter readers. We are comment readers. We read it all. We talk about it all. And again, we thank you for joining us. Dan, let's get into a little bit of an intermission breakdown here. I really like what I'm seeing from the University of Kentucky. I really like the aggressiveness they're bringing to the offensive side of the ice. Do you think the offense has tilted in their favor? Do you think it's an even matchup? What are you feeling?
Right now, what I'm seeing is it's a Kentucky team who started off looking like they've had a bye week, right? A team that the speed was there, the connection wasn't. It's almost that situation where you got the fast Wi-Fi, but you're not sure what website you're trying to go to, right? And this is a situation where now they've realized, okay, here are my research points, and I'm going to get this 7-page paper knocked out tonight. And they're doing it, you know, they procrastinated a little, college style, waited till late in the second period to really get it going. But you're seeing that really pick up. One place I got to really look out for here, you're starting to see the skates tire out a bit. A lot of times when you play at home, on home ice, the speed happens early. The tired happens late. And you're seeing it with the tripping calls, with the penalties here. Some penalties happening at center ice, in their own zone, places where it shouldn't happen. 2 penalties in a row in places they shouldn't happen, and the discipline, the lack of discipline, comes from being tired.
Well, you know, I think it's a second intermission here that's very, very well timed. You know, if you're gonna start to burn out, you're gonna want to do it at the end of a period, right? So you can get off the ice, you can rest those legs a little bit. We saw after the first period of play that both teams came out firing on all cylinders after that first intermission, coming out into the second period of play. I expect nothing less than that for the third period of play. If there's one thing that the University of Kentucky has to watch out here, it's Dayton's ability to turn the puck around, right? So when you've got this tilted ice, you have the tendency to sometimes play a little bit too forward, right? Always skating forward towards the net. But what you have to be careful is an errant pass could very easily get turned around and turned into a 2-on-1 by Dayton. We saw on the in the second period of play there, we saw Matt Pacala doing a great job of nullifying a 2-on-1 advantage, not only defending his man, but communicating to his teammates saying, I got this guy, you got that guy, sticking with his man across the ice and preventing a great shot on net. The defense for the University of Kentucky is going to have to step up here and try to prevent that type of situation from happening.
That's right. And when you look at the Dayton side, some of the guys to look out for here, Owen Sherlog. Sherlog very, very dangerous when he gets a puck on his stick. He's had a couple times where he skated in with it, made some things happen. And then Mikula and Chittister. Chittister, Mikula, and Sherlog, that top forward line, they started the game as your top forward line there. They're skilled. You can't give them the space. I guarantee you they'll be out here as the first power play unit to start the third period of play. Again, you'll have 1:41 remaining on a Dayton Flyers power play. They're 1 for 2 thus far. Talk about how hard it is when you're down the man to stop the skill from harming you.
Oh, well, you know, it's one of those things we have to decide what you want to do before you get out there, right? Do you want to just keep sending the puck down and clearing it out of the zone? That would be the safe play here. Do you want to try to turn it around to the neutral zone and see if you can create an opportunity? That'd be your moderate play. Or do you want to go full tilt, full throttle, and just try to push that puck down the ice as much and as fast as you can and try to create a shorthanded goal? That's your high-risk, high-reward type of situation. If you can come out of this penalty kill with a shorthanded goal on top of killing the penalty, giving you that extra little buffer, that 2-goal lead. That would be the best case scenario for the University of Kentucky right now. But I think what they absolutely have to watch out for, it comes back to those turnovers. It comes back to the bad passing. You have to avoid that bad passing. You have to make sure that your passes are ending up where you need them to be.
Yep.
And you have to be so careful in that neutral zone.
You really do, and we're getting some love here on Instagram. We were Chew Dogsley here, who just followed us on Instagram. You guys are great announcers. Surprised your Yankees fans. Can't be great at everything, I guess. Hey, we're Jersey boys, all right? Every once in a while, we go out, we get ourselves a slice. Maybe we go halves on a pie. I don't know. That's kind of what we do here in Jersey. You know what I mean? I don't sound like this normally. But if you need me to, I will. But now I will. You know what I mean? If I got to sound like this, I'll sound like this. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well, if you're not here, you're missing Dan not only in this ridiculous checkerboard suit, but you're also missing his New York Yankee cufflinks, folks. We'll see if Dan can throw those up on Instagram in the next couple of minutes.
Oh, I'll get those for you. Don't you worry. I'll get those for you. We're going to get this thing.
Like we said before, we had to go through our closet and grab as many blue-colored items as we could. I even had to borrow a bow tie from Dan, which of course looks ridiculous on me, but he manages to pull it off every time. I had my blue suit, my blue shirt. If only I had some blue socks and blue shoes to go with it. We try to get as much of this blue as we can here, as I'm on Instagram now too.
We're on Instagram.
But we love being surrounded by this University of Kentucky blue. You look across the way here, and all you see is that royal blue. Is that what we can call that? Is that a royal blue?
That's got to be a royal blue. Let us know, what's the exact Kentucky blue?
Yeah.
What is that? Is it royal blue?
Maybe
it's
maybe
a big
they
blue.
have their own blue. A lot of these schools, they have their own colors.
It's like a Carolina blue, but guess what? Kentucky blue beats Carolina blue every time. Every time. Each and every time. Right? Most of the time.
Well,
I don't know
most
the
of the
career
time.
records there. But we're so happy you guys are watching with us. We hope you're having a good time. It's late at night. You're staying up with us. Let the Dan K Show keep you up. And then go to bed after this because it's late. Or maybe go out and have fun. I don't know. You're young. You're young. You're vibrant. Life's happening. Live it, man. Let's go. Hockey time coming up. Zamboni, one pass away. You're going to start to hear that crowd get loud again. You hear the Darius Rucker over the loudspeaker here. You know, Darius Rucker, talk about him a little, Lucas. Talk about Darius Rucker for the people at home.
Are you sure I'm the man to talk about Darius Rucker?
I'm solely trying to make a post on Instagram. Talk about whatever you want. I'm verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
So as the Zamboni makes its final graceful pass across the ice, we've got one more section on the far side that looks good, and then a little triangular section that's going to be here. The one thing that we've noticed about a lot of these rinks as we travel the country is all of them seem to be looking for Zamboni drivers and Zamboni operators, part-time, looking for those guys. And it's one thing that on the Dan K Show list of things that we'd like to do, driving a Zamboni is at the top of that list. If you own a Zamboni, and
that you are willing to let get a little dinged up,
to let us drive and try to cut the ice once, we would love to do that. We'd love to even get an assisted cut on the ice. You can stand right there and tell us exactly what to do so we don't mess it up. We would love to be a Zamboni driver once in our broadcasting lives. I think in terms of visiting places, like we said, we traveled 1,700 miles in September. I think the total for October, well, we're still figuring it out, but I think the total for October has already surpassed that with my trip to Chicago and now this trip down to Nashville.
It has. We're going all over the place. Nashville? We're not in Nashville. You just said Nashville.
Oh, my gosh.
We are in Lexington,
we are in Lexington, Kentucky.
He has been traveling way too much.
I tell you what that was. I was talking to the singer of my band before, planning out our trip to Nashville. That's where I got mixed up.
You want to give your band a little shout out here on the broadcast?
Sure. We'll be touring down in this area in the month of the late December, early January.
The month of the late December.
We're playing in Nashville. That's why I got messed up. It's called the Brianna Musco Band. I am not Brianna Musco. I am Lucas Jones. Brianna Musco is the singer. We're on Spotify. We're going into the studio in the next couple of weeks to re-record the demo that's on Spotify to get some solos, get some backing guitar on there, and really make it sound like we sound live. And we're going to be coming down, I think, through this area on tour in late December, January. So you can follow the Brianna Musco Band on Instagram. I'm sure she would love to see a whole bunch of new follows from places that she's never been to yet. She'll be very confused, but I'll make sure to let her know. And it's a fun time, man. It gets real dancey. We had a lot of people dancing out in Arlene's Grocery in New York and in the Village, and we're really excited to come back down through this area especially. I'm going to have to see if we can get her to make a little bit of a detour back through Lexington.
I've been trying to get in this band forever. Apparently, Lucas is only a part of businesses that have someone else's name attached to it. The Dan K Show, the Brianna Musgrove Band. But I've been trying to get in this band forever. I told him I can sing Friends in Low Places all day long. And he said, Dan, you're a terrible singer. You're a terrible, terrible singer. And no, I spent enough time with you already. And I go, but Lucas, and he goes, get out of here. Get away. And then I shuffle off with my microphone and my handy-dandy karaoke kit, and I leave him alone. But I'll never be a part of a band, but what you can be a part of is this broadcast. What I need from you is the vote for your star of the game. Before this thing's all over, I need to know who is the Dan K Show star of the game. Kentucky 3, Dayton 2. Again, coming out here on a power play will be the Dayton Flyers. How do you kill this power play?
Well, you got to have sticks on the ice. That's number one, right? You're not killing any power plays. You're not playing any defense without sticks on the ice. That's not going to be a problem for the University of Kentucky. We've seen that already today, that they've been very successful when they're on the defensive side of the hockey game. The other thing you have to watch out for, like we said, is those neutral ice turnarounds. It can happen so quickly. It can happen in the flash of an eye. You get an errant pass, a plinko pass that doesn't quite go the way you want. It hits a weird patch of the wall, hits a weird patch of ice. Or you start to see late in the period a lot of snow on the ice. These guys are active skaters. They cut up that ice quite a bit. When that puck starts to get late in the period and starts bouncing and moving in ways you don't expect, it can absolutely turn on a dime.
Of course, and the game turns quickly. You know, ebbs and flows in this game of hockey, and the positioning in a game will always come down to your special teams and your big plays. And this is a situation where Kentucky can come out, they can get a big penalty kill, and absolutely put this game away with a big-time shift in momentum. Or if you're Dayton, you're one good pass, you're one good look away from this thing being all knotted up and it being a long way away. As we continue to go through our Twitter mentions, Lucas doing a great job running the social media all day long. A little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, we wear a lot of hats here on the Dan K Show. We've got a lot of hats. We wear a lot of hats. We do it all on the Dan K Show. And if you'd like us to come to your town as we continue to talk through this intermission, you can always reach out to us on Twitter. You can always reach out to us on Facebook and Instagram. We love coming to your town and talking to you. And we'd also like to thank Karen Pacala.
Karen Pacala with the follow. Thank you, Karen. Look at that. Karen following along. Thank you for watching, Karen. I can guess that there may be a relation to Matt Pacala. Matt Pacala out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. This guy's made a couple big plays today. And let's go back. Remember that play in front of the net there? That's a game changer. They were down at that point. Pacala sprawls out in front of the net, lands on top of a puck, steers this thing away. Big time stop for Pacala.
Yeah, Pacala saves a goal there. I'm firmly convinced that Pacala is what turns that 2-on-1 into a no-goal situation. He was heads up, recognized the play was turning, got his teammate involved, told him where to be, and was able to follow his man across the ice, get that stick down, and stop that play from getting any better.
Make the stops you can make the plays you can make, and that's what you see today, and that's what you'll see tonight. Heading into the third period of play, you see the Dayton Flyers taking the ice, and now here come the Cats. Wildcats take the ice. Wildcats took the lead in the second period of play. Cats lead 3-2. Dayton trying to come back in this one. A late comeback try for the Dayton Flyers. For the Wildcats, the opportunity to put win number 9 up. An 8-1 Kentucky Wildcat squad looking to get the 9-1 here.
Well, they have a very good chance to do it. They've got the momentum going. I think it's going to be a situation today where I think you play conservatively here in this final period. I think you continue with this offensive pressure, but I think on defense you play conservatively. Do you leave those defensemen higher towards the blue line, or do you continue to just pound away and crash the net?
That's it. And, make friends with the officiating crew. We're giving out swag now after the game, Lucas. We've got to get ready for that, but we're ready. It is time for third period action. Hockey time here in Kentucky. As you can see the crowd getting loud, getting jumping, getting bumping, getting grooving. And we're ready to get grooving here. A penalty kill to start the third period of play for the Kentucky Wildcats. Big time penalty kill here. This could be game-changing for either side. 1:41 on the power play opportunity for the Dayton Flyers. We'll see who takes the ice for the penalty kill of the Kentucky Wildcats. Looking on the Dayton side of the ice, I see Derek Olson. I see A.J. Massetti. I see Patrick Compare there, along with Eric Chittister, who we talked about definitely being on the ice for this power play. And the last number there, can't see it from this angle. We'll wait for him to turn. We'll wait for a turn. My guess is it's going to be Ethan McCullough, but can't see from this end. Gary Eastlack on the faceoff. Kentucky on their feet on the bench. Faceoff one. It is time for third period action. Cats 3. Flyers 2. Around the boards it comes, up to the top of the circle. Shot blockered away. Almost a short-handed hero there with a goal chance was Zach Bartus. Bartus finds the blocker, not the net. Sticked away, back in front of the Gary Eastlack sign in the crowd there. Back down, out of his net to steer it aside, goes Jurgic. Jurgic has been the reason that Dayton has stayed in this one. His goaltending, his net minding has been superb. Gary Eastlack sits him down. Announcing his presence with authority on the penalty kill is Gary Eastlack. Huge hit entering the zone there. Eastlack down after this one now, trying to pressure. Gives the little stick slap there, letting him know where he is. He races back up the center to get this one. Eastlack on it. 40 seconds remain on the penalty kill for the Kentucky Wildcats. Cleared all the way down into the catching glove of Jurgic. Jurgic holds it, drops it there. 30 seconds left on a power play chance for Dayton. They'll hold and wait and retreat. To the backhand. High pressure put on here by J.R. Poole. Poole can't get there. Instead, it's skated along. Out of the zone there goes Patrick Compare. Compare with it on his forehand. Compare around the back of the net. Looking for it. Finds him there at the top of the circle. Holding, waiting, looking. Tries to find his man. Little pitchfork pass. Nice little lifted saucer there. Puck loose, stick loose. Down to the ice goes Riley. Back out, spinning. Tried to put on in front, cannot. Out to the blue line, but held in. Back to even strength, but trouble not gone yet. Dayton still on this one. Back to the corner boards. Holding and waiting. Rattles this one around, but no one to connect with. Lost it in front. Almost found its way into net. No. Williams never saw it coming. Back out against the boards. Looking that forehand side. Gets it to center. Skipped up along. Thought I was going to wear that one in the head, but I did not. Luckily, it stays in play. One of those situations where you look down at the ice and you think he's going to pitchfork this one out of play to play it safe, and I'm going to wear the worst of it. Back out it goes, skating all the way back into his own end to play this one is Jeff Zrowski. Zrowski gets to it for the icing.
And number 2, Jimmy Cash, coming out of the penalty box there, making an immediate impact onto the ice, skating hard right into the back end of the Daytona's offense there. They almost didn't see him coming out of the box, and he was able to hit a guy, knock a guy off the puck, and then turn it right back around.
Face off here in Kentucky zone after the icing. No change for them. They'll wait. They had to throw a man off the ice. They were going to skate 6 on 5.
Interesting strategy.
But also 7 because you also had a goaltender. Hey, I'd take the extra man if I can get him. Big hit there. Pitchforked up the center. Held in by the catching glove. Not for long. Back out. Wrister low. Sprawling stop by Williams. Big save there by Williams to hold this one at 3-2. Williams going to have to come up large here all third period.
And that was a great job by Dayton, keeping that puck in the zone and settling it down and stick out by the blue line. That's what we talked about, right? Those are those pucks that if you can settle them down and you get the shots in front of the net, it can be very dangerous. Dayton has a lot of skill and a lot of power.
Face-off one, Wrister on the way through, blocked by Duffy, goes wide. Back out along the boards, Dayton now all Dayton early in this third period of play. Dayton knows they need one and they're trying to find it any way they can. Out goes Kentucky, progressing along left to right on your screen in that white and blue checkerboard pattern you Kentucky fans know so well. Back to the forehand here, spinning to push along, cannot find his man, now he does. Jimmy Cash centers up to the blue line. Shot, Wrister low, Pakala on the shot, blocked on the way through. Pakala will retreat now, try to get to this one. Nifty move to the backhand there, but no trouble yet. Nice pass along the boards, trying to find his man, he does. Connecting there, back out it comes to the forehand. Plinko pass, out it goes, not touched. It will be an icing if the race is won. It is, whistle blows, 16:44 left in regulation.
Right, a couple of fans here not really agreeing with that call, but it's going to be an icing. They're going to bring it back here, but it's actually not a bad play for Kentucky to ice that puck. They were able to fend off some pressure there from Dayton. They were able to get a little bit of a reset. I think they'll give up a face-off in their own zone for that kind of.
Heard me on background vocals there for Lucas. Can't help but sing it. Little dirt road anthem there. As we are down this dirt road, down this icy road, to a potential close finish here. Hold on to your hats, Wildcats. It's going to be close. Spinning shot there, save made. Riley's already got one, looking for a second. Couldn't get it to go. Big stop, held on to there in net.
And there's that Kentucky offense, keeping the pressure high, keeping the pressure on them at all times. Now they're going to get a face-off in Dayton's zone. They'd really like to put up a second goal here.
Always nice to have that 2-goal lead, right? You always want to have that space. You always want to create that little bit of separation, but Dayton not going to allow it to happen so far. Dayton a very strong start to the third period as there's another huge hit into the boards. Oh, that one dished out by Zach Bartus. Bartus is loose on the ice and ready to hit anything that moves. Out to center it goes, held in by Pakala. Back out to the center. Back into the blue line, and a back and forth we go. Back, 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 back. Use the word back too much, you might just become Chris Berman. Back, 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 back. Gah! Into the zone, swinging shot there. Just pulled it across the blue line, took a chance at it. Firing that one along, looking for it was Ryan Huseman. Huseman can't get it to go. He'll now race down after this one and try to hold it in. Cannot. Back out to the circle, chipped along off the glass. This will be a race for this one. Winning that race there and getting the whistle blow is Pakala. Matt Pakala gets the icing. Gary Eastlack comes off the bench there, the little things. Eastlack jumps off the bench and calls out each Dayton Flyer that got off the ice there for a sneaky change on the icing and actually gets each man back out. What a heady play there by Gary Eastlack. The little things, folks, the little things.
We'll see teams try to sneak those guys onto the ice. It's a lot for the refs to watch all at once, but little help from Eastlack there to maintain order.
Face off one, holding it there. Shot high over the head there. Letting it go by was Jurgic. Jamie Jurgic not yet heavily tested by Kentucky. Kentucky, though, starting to tilt that ice back. All the way down, cleared on net. Save made there by Williams. Williams pushes aside, spinning backhanded pass looking for Eastlack. No. Turned over, centered on, shot low, save made, and held onto into the side of the left pad. He's so good he can catch it with his legs. What a stop there.
And he's lucky he got that one with his legs in the pad. You know, that was a great shot on net by Dayton. A pass that couldn't clear the zone. Linemen got involved there, and you know, they try not to, but they are a body on the ice, and sometimes it happens.
All the way around the boards, back up to the blue line, spinning, trying to find his man. He does. Backhanded pass, good idea. Bad execution as it's sticked away and stolen on one more time by Kentucky. Ryan Duffy there on the back check to get to that one. Fires it along. Off a body on the way through. Out of his net to play it there is Jurgic. Jurgic steers it aside, rattling this one around the boards and looking for a continuation here, looking for help. Skated on back, backhanded along. This one gets by his man. That was Chittister trying to get to it. Chittister lets this one go to Sherlock. Sherlock skates in, whistle blows, off sides.
Yeah, that was a little bit rough there for Dayton. Not what they wanted on that carry-in. Had a couple of players who were either a little bit too excited to get the puck into the zone, or you have a situation where that one more move, that one extra deke by the person carrying the puck, caught a couple of his own guys off sides.
Face-off here will be just outside the Kentucky zone. They'll try to win this one forward. They cannot, but it's taken away and held onto by J.R. Poole. Who shot this one? It wasn't J.R. as he passes it back into his own zone. He gets it back on his stick now, chops it along for Jimmy Cash. Can't connect with Cash. Spinning now, using those boards to exit the zone. Huge hit there. Physicality, the name of the game right now for Kentucky. Trying to really punish Dayton each time they try to get the puck at center ice. Center ice battles have gone away at Kentucky so far in the third period. Cash beats the puck into the zone there and gets a whistle for the offsides. It'll come back out for a face-off at 14:01.
And that's a tough offsides to take. They would definitely have the momentum there. They were starting to tilt the ice. Also a little bit of a tough call there. A lot of those guys thought they were onside. The crowd certainly thought so as well, but that's a little bit of that hometown bias.
We also got a little message here saying Hey, you said you didn't have Connor's age during intros. Just so you know, he's 18. He thinks he looks 21, but he's got awful facial hair. That's what was told to us on Instagram. So Connor is 18. That's a young skater right there out here. That tells you, this college hockey game, it's for all ages. You see the guys from junior hockey that come in a little older. You see the guys that come right out of high school, right out of prep school, get right into the education and want to get in the ice. That's one of the best things about this level of play. It creates the opportunity for just about anybody to play the game, as that's definitely going to be a call here. We'll see if it goes both ways or just a high stick here going against Kentucky. Definitely going to be at least against Kentucky there. Number 98, Jake Deemer, was the one who got tangled up, went high with the stick. Deemer heads to the box. Both going off, so they're going to send one off from each side here. Deemer heads to the box for Dayton. Looks to be number 77, who does not have a number in the line sheet. The unknown man goes to the box. 13:26 remains. We're going to skate 4-on-4 here. Roughing calls for Miners going to both sides here. Both teams enter the box. Both teams will skate 4-on-4. 4-on-4 hockey will be the name of the game. It is 2:01 a.m. Eastern. We have a tee time at 7:40 a.m. Eastern. But we are up, and we are with you, and we are raring to go. We thank you so much for watching along with us. Remember, at @the_Dan K Show is your place to be for all things hockey all the time. Watch along with us and see what suit I wear next. Absolutely, absolutely loving this thing. Face-off one here by Kentucky, skating around their own net. Ahead it goes. Again, 4-on-4 hockey. Roughing calls against both sides. Centered on in front, steered away there by Jurgic. Jurgic gets the body to it, uses the pads to steer it along. 15 seconds into the 4-on-4, Kentucky with the first chance. Out ahead it goes, across center, backhanded pass. Holding, waiting, down to the ice he goes. Head down, man down. Big time hit there on the back check. Liska, the man to get there and dish it out. Mikey Liska, Mike's on, folks. That's a hard hit. There's an offsides, trying to stay on sides, going down on the belly flop there. Whistle blows, stoppage, it'll come back out of the zone.
Great job on the back check by Liska. That's that second effort, right? That second effort that we talk about. It's that effort that keeps you in the game, keeps your team in the game. Skating back to hit that guy. I mean, you saw that pass from our angle, from camera angle. The pass that created the opportunity was broken up at the very last minute by Liska.
This one's won by the Wildcats. They'll hold it in their own zone. Use the boards to exit here. Odd bounce, hard bounce, almost creates a turnover. Instead, this one finds a stick. Holding, waiting, wrister, save made, held on to. Early whistle there. Almost a rebound try, but covered up. That was Proctor, who's already got one today, who got that one on net.
And you saw Riley charging in there. Blake Riley, number 17, already has a goal. Had one in the second period to play at the 2:09 mark. He was charging in, maybe looking to add a second goal to his tally today. All about that rebound control, and he would have had a great opportunity if not for the rebound control by Jurgic.
Kentucky wins the face-off here. Riley, the man who pushes it behind the net. But that's as far as he gets it as Dayton steals it away. Riley tries to get back to this one. He'll back skate into his own zone. He'll be ready to play the role of defenseman here and play support. Smart move by Riley. Up by one as you're going to get a delayed call here going against the Wildcats. Whistle blows. We'll see. No, this one's going to go against Dayton. I missed that play there underneath the booth here. Did not see it happen. 6 blue going to the box for roughing there. Heading to the box for the Dayton Flyers is AJ Missity. And with that, your Cats are on the power play. It's Kentucky Power Play brought to you by the Dan K Show.
And AJ Missity's arguing his case there, saying he hit my face mask, he started it. That's usually not going to win you any arguments with the referees. Still going to end up going to the box.
Heading to the sin bin there to think about what he did. The roughing call goes against Missity. And the city is on its feet here in Lexington, waiting to see if these Cats can find one more goal. 3-2 the score. Cats with the extra man. Passed along here past Proctor. Proctor lets it get to his man, Lazika. Lazika gets it back to his glove. Lazika fakes the pass, now gives it to Eastlak. Eastlak to his forehand. Shot high, no, off the glass. All the way around it goes, down the plate is Pakala. Pakala's got Eastlak, he'll give to him. Eastlake there across the zone. Beautiful pass. Wrister low, save made. Rebound try, no, doesn't go as well. Stoned in front there by Jurgic. Back to Pacala. Pacala to Eastlake. Eastlake, another beautiful pass there for the setup. Shot low, 5-hole, save made. Whistle blows 4 on 3. 8 seconds left in that. 8 seconds left on the 4 on 3 here. After that, we'll go to 5 on 4 hockey. It'll be a Kentucky power play for the next minute 17 if they do not score. If they do score, it'll be their first goal of the day with the extra man, and they will be very happy here in Lexington. Face-off one given to Eastlake. Eastlake at the point, loses control. Stayed on the blue line, that's safe. Pacala with a shot blocked on the way through. This one's still loose in the zone, trying to find a way out. 5 on 4 now. Both skaters on. One of those skaters is the man who gets the puck here. That is Deemer. Deemer gets to it but turns it over here at center. Slap shot taken, bouncing puck wide of net. Letting it go by his net is Williams. 11:08 remains in regulation. 50 seconds left on a power play opportunity for the Kentucky Wildcats. Back to the backhand. Lazika around his net. All the way back he goes. He has a man at the blue line. He'll hold and wait at the circle. Put on from an odd angle. Spinning shot in front by Deemer. No. Oh, stoned again. Keeping his team alive has been the goaltender Jurgic. Back out to the blue line. Wrister save made. No on the rebound try. Wide open net mouth skates itself wide. There's a shot again deflected on the way through. Out of play. Whistle blows. Stoppage here. And some extracurriculars in front of net.
Well, there's a lot of pushing and shoving in front of the net. You're not surprised to see that, especially at this late stage of the game.
NJ asking, how do I vote for my star of the game? You tweet at the Dan K Show, hashtag star of the game.
Lots of physical activity in front of the net. Lots of activity up in the booth. We're trying to get you folks at home involved in this broadcast, and you are doing a great job at NJNJ. I tweeted back to you. Dan got you back on the broadcast. What more can you ask for?
Have mercy, babe, as they play it over the loudspeaker here. One-timer shot blocked by the skate. Back to the corner, moves himself back up to Duffy. Duffy holds Wrister low, save made, kick save, and a beauty there by the pads. Slap shot up the center, blocked by a skate again by Duffy. Duffy tries to feed into the zone, turned over here. Duffy bodies the man off the puck, and the penalty has been killed yet again by Dayton. Dayton continues to be perfect on the penalty kill. All the way down, whistle blows, icing the call. 10-11 left. 10-11 left in the third period. Dayton still struggling to get back into this one. When does Kentucky pack it in and start playing a defensive game?
I don't think you can. You know, we've often said that the only way to fight fire is with fire. I think Metallica said that first in, I believe it was 1983. And I think they invented the phrase and the concept, but I'm going to repurpose it here today. When you're facing a team like Dayton, you absolutely have to keep the pressure up, keep the offense going. Sometimes the best defense is a good high-pressure offense.
Fired up the center, trying to connect, cannot. Race for this one. Winning this race to it was Bortus. He spins, taken down to the ice. Look like it could have been a trip. No call there. Good no call. Sometimes you get a little too tangled up. Don't want to blow the whistle on everything. Officiating crew doing a good job to not get whistle happy on that one. Back to the boards here. Battled off. Waiting, holding, spinning to the backhand. Tripped on the way through. Shot, save made. Rebound, try shot again. Save made. Delayed call here. Got another skater down this time. It is number 98, Jake Deemer. Deemer got connected there, went knee to knee. You hope everything's okay for Deemer. And that's going to be a hard hit and a hard penalty to take and a definite scary injury here. You never want to see those legs collide. When you see that lower half collide on the ice, there's nowhere to go. There's no good way to skate around that knee. And Deemer just kind of got himself in a position where there was nowhere else to go but collide.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a situation where you can't really avoid it when it's that last minute, and you hate to see the knees collide, the legs collide, the lower body, especially these guys get so tangled up. They're flying in there fast and hard, and they're not slowing up at all. So you just hope this is a situation where the injury is not that bad. You know, big bodies colliding, there's going to be some pain there initially, but you just hope that everyone's all right.
You got a lot of extracurricular here off the ice, a lot of talking between the two benches, a lot of upsetment. As you can see the man down on the ice here, you never want to see, especially one of your top guys here. This is one of your top scorers, one of your top shooters, one of your top playmakers down on the ice, struggling to get up here.
We'll see how he looks here. It's his second injury of the day. And you hear the round of applause go up from the crowd here as he looks to be okay. Skated off on one leg. He's going to come towards the bench. He's laughing now. He's got a little bit of a laugh going. But he's going to come towards the bench. He does not want to leave this game. He does not want to leave the ice. We'll see if he gets back in. That's Jake Deemer heading to the bench.
Well, you saw his teammates kind of laughing on their way back this direction, which is a good sign. And then when you see him laughing, that's an even better sign.
And look at this. 5-minute major goes up. This is a 5-minute major with a lead, a 1-goal lead. Kentucky will have the puck here for the next 5 minutes. Kentucky is on the power play. A Kentucky Wildcats super califragilisticexpialidocious power play. A 5-minute long power play. One of the major variety. And this is a major opportunity for a team who is a major contender in Division II ACHA hockey this season. Face-off win here. Shot, rebound, try, doesn't go. Again, a goal will not kill the penalty. A goal will only continue it with an extra lead here for the Kentucky Wildcats. Can't fall asleep on the deep end, though, if you're playing the position of Eastlack here at the point of this power play unit. Can't fall asleep, cannot allow a shorthanded chance, can't allow that breakaway. Keep circulating the puck is what will be the game. Giving it Eastlack with a wrister, blockered away. Save made in net there. One more time by Jurgic. Back to the corner boards. Pushed along by the man there. Back out to the backhand. On that one was Liska. Liska gives it back. Back to Liska. Liska bodied off that puck. Couldn't get the shot on net. Looking like he was going to clear the puck. Instead skating it all the way to center there for the Dayton Flyers was Giovanni Carbonara. Carbonara pushes it deep and goes off for a change. Very good shift for Giovanni Carbonara. Great work to skate that out to center. Looked like he was going to do the quick clearance. Killed another 20 seconds by skating it out himself. Huge hit underneath camera here. You're going to see Dayton get a little more physical, especially trying to kill a 5-minute major. You want to get more physical. You want to try to bait Kentucky into taking a penalty of their own. If you're Kentucky, you have to be disciplined, and you have to be careful. Only up by 1. You cannot allow a shorthanded score.
Well, you don't want to give the University of Kentucky any time or space if you're Dayton, and that's where this physical play is coming from.
Duffy now onto the forehand, around the corner boards behind the net of Jurgic. Back up to the blue line. Holding, waiting. Wrister low, deflected on the way through. Doesn't go. Head to the sky. Gary Eastlack doesn't know how that one didn't find a way home. Deflected on the way through, out of play. 8:06 remains in the third period.
Well, Dan, in the words of Jonesy, the 3 things you never want to give a skater are time, space, and the puck.
And the puck. 3 things.
If you can avoid giving skaters on the opposing team the puck, your defense will have a great time.
There's a pass in front. Beautiful opportunity there. Unable to cash that one. It was Jimmy Cash. Got the stick to it. Couldn't put it home. Losing control of that one. Out it goes all the way down. 3:16 left. 3:16, now 3:12 remaining on the power play opportunity, the major power play opportunity for the Kentucky Wildcats. 7:45 remains in regulation. 3-2. Cats lead. Cats lead. Patino with it. Patino throws it across, stolen away. This is what we were talking about. Got to be careful with these turnovers at center ice. Nifty little spinning pass on net, can't connect. Looked like a pass in front, no one to connect with, just goes wide of net, letting it go by, no bother for Williams. Back out it comes, thrown up the center. Ahead go the Cats. Jimmy Cash on it. Cash right by the defense. Has a man in front, instead takes the shot, save made by Jurgic and rattled all the way out of the zone. Losing his stick there, having to retreat for it was Pakala. Pakala leaves it there, gets on. Out of his net to hold it there is Williams. 7 minutes remain. 7 minutes left in regulation. 1-goal lead for the Cats. Hold on to your hats. Cats lead by 1. Back out to Bartus. Bartus to Cash. Cash around the net. All the way into the zone it goes. Trying down on the forecheck were the Wildcats. They can't get there. Half shift change here. They'll go the rest of the way now. Immediately getting the puck off the change is Proctor. The Proctor's in. The Proctor's on. Proctor through body shot just wide of net. Good opportunity. Good idea there by Max. Taking it right into the net, right on front. When in doubt, carry it in, throw it on. Trying to clear the zone there, cannot. Holding there is Bartus. Bartus uses the boards to try to find Liska. Odd bounce there, bad bounce. Fired out. Beautiful clearance there. Dayton continues to be great on a penalty kill. Perfect thus far tonight. Trying to continue that now. Already killing 3.5 minutes of a major penalty, down by 1. Duffy with it now. Duffy end-to-end shot sticked away. Jurgic with a big-time save. Back out to Eastlack. Eastlack uses the boards to find Proctor. Proctor finds Liska. Liska skates it from behind the net. Can't put it on. Back on to Proctor. Proctor back to Liska. Liska fakes the pass to Proctor. Now shovels this one along with a little saucer pass to Eastlack with a shot. Blockered out of play. Whistle blows.
And that shot from Eastlack had a little bit of mustard on it. You can always kind of tell when they block it away, and it ends up getting popped up all the way to the top of the barn and all the way out to the back wall right off that blocker. Great save there. I think this is a great opportunity or a great example, I should say, of what penalty kill and power play, the yin and yang of those two forces looks like. Dayton's doing a great job of playing that physical hockey, clearing the puck, and taking advantage of opportunities when they present themselves. But University of Kentucky also doing a phenomenal job getting in the zone, set up, getting some great looks on net.
Back on to Liska. Liska enters the zone. He has Eastlack pinching the boards there. Instead pushes long for Cash. Cash using the boards again. Board battle aplenty. 5:20 remains. 47 seconds remain on the power play. Eastlack pushes long, begs for it back. Cash will now look behind the net, takes a wrister low, save made. Bevy of bodies in front, puck covered up. Whistle blows, and now you're going to get some extra here. Never want to get that close to a goaltender. We got a vote here from NJNJ. Voting for hashtag player of the game, Matt Pakala. Matt Pakala gets a vote for player of the game. Pakala's been good, Lucas, very good defensively. We love defensemen here.
We do, and we love watching great defense.
Forward, Pakala has played great defense. Matt Pakala, the forward, has played great defense.
Well, we love watching two-way forwards. We love watching two-way forwards. We love watching two-way defensemen. When you get involved outside of your positional responsibilities, we love to see it. It's that enthusiasm. It's that skill that allows you to play both sides of the ice. We will certainly put that vote in. It's a very complicated formula to determine player of the game. I have spent almost 8 minutes on that formula over the last few weeks, tinkering with it, toying with it. Still better than the BCS rankings.
Just saw Blake Riley exiting the ice and gave the signal there to say, let's drop the gloves next time we go off the ice. Could not see who he was signaling to. But keep an eye out for that. You may see Riley come out and drop those gloves here before this one's all over. He was not happy with whatever he heard from that Dayton bench. Fired in, Plinko pass deep. 19 seconds remain on the Kentucky power play. 5 minutes of power play, no goals for Kentucky. A great penalty kill unit for this Dayton team. Holding, waiting, spinning to the corner boards. Back to the backhand, hard hit there. Trying to keep it in. 5 seconds remain on the power play. 3, 2, 1. Back to even strength. 5 on 5. It'll be close. It'll be a barn burner, and it will be exciting hockey down the stretch here. 4.5 remains. Touching back up there were the Dayton Flyers. Whole shift change here. Turnover right in front of net. Thrown onto the skate there. Couldn't reel it in. Holding, waiting. Dayton with a chance. All the way across net mouth. No. Diving down. Blocked on the way through. Williams lost his edge in net. The net was wide open, and getting his body in front of that one and putting caution. Throwing caution to the wind. What a blocked shot there. Save made in the catching glove. Held on to Max Proctor with the amazing blocked shot. He goes off doubled over in pain. That net was wide open. That was a tap in. Easy score. And the body in front of it from Max Proctor. Huge stop there.
And let's give it up for Max Proctor, who gave up his body to stop that. Goaltender was out of position on that one. That's when your defensemen, your guys in front, they step up and they stop that play from getting any worse.
Face-off one here by Gary Eastlack. Eastlack pushes along the boards. 4 minutes left. Under 4 minutes left in regulation. Time running away. Save made. Kick saving a beauty. Skirted onto the corner there by the goaltender Williams. Eric Williams again with a big stop. Back out the center. Holding, waiting, dumping in. Letting it go by his net. Smart decision there by Williams. Almost caught the bouncing puck, instead keeps it alive. Ship back up the center. Kentucky happy to keep it there. A 1-goal lead. It's time to survive. Fanned on their feet. Waiting for this one. Waiting to see who will come out victorious. Will the Cats reign supreme, or will the Flyers fly high? We've got 3.5 minutes left to decide this one. Cats 3-2. Shipped along, pitchfork pass, bouncing ahead to center. Out to play this one. Backhanded along. Can't reel it in. Trying to whisk it ahead. Looking ahead now off the glass. There's a nice little pass deep, but no there. Going to go change. Get a full change for the Dayton Flyers. Turnover again in their own zone for Kentucky. A couple of these in a period skirted aside there Ushering that one along was Williams. Good work with a stick, tangled up, skates tangled, into the glass, into the boards. That looked like it was painful. Stolen away one more time by Dayton. Unable to exit their zone. Tired skates for Kentucky. Time trickling away. Under 3 minutes left now. Centered on, holding, waiting, pass, shot, score! And it's tied up at 3. Beautiful puck movement. Way to circulate the puck there. And a score for Dayton. Ties this thing back up at 3. Man, that was absolute textbook puck movement in the zone there. And the score comes from number 17, from Eric Chittister. Chittister gets it. Sherlock on the assist, Chittister on the goal there, according to Lucas here. 2:42 remains, game all tied up. Dayton continuing to force turnovers into Kentucky zone. And when goal scored by Eric Chittister there. Number 21, Eric Chittister on the score. Sherlock on the assist. Holding his Chittister. He's trying to get another one. Shot in front. No. Blocked on the way through. Thrown on net. Covered up by Williams. Whistle blows. 2:19 remains. And this Wildcats crowd is stunned. Stunned silent after that score.
Well, we said how deadly that Dayton can be when they circulate the puck and they're able to pull that goaltender Eric Williams out of position. He's been nearly lights out after some initial faltering, but you have to be able to stop that puck and get that puck. You got to stop it from circulating. The more that goaltender has to change his vision and change his spot in the net, the more likely he is to have a puck go by him.
Thrown all the way down, racing after this one. Can't get there is J.R. Poole. Cash tries to hold it in. It came out of the zone. Offsides the call. And we'll get a face-off just in front of camera here with 2:06 left in regulation. All threes. In the second period, it was all twos, 2-2 in the second. Now we got all threes, 3-3 in the third. Wow, what a game we've been treated to. 2:21 a.m. If you're still awake, you were up way past my normal bedtime, so I thank you for staying along with us here on YouTube.com. Dan K Show bringing you all the action. You want to keep following along with us, watch the show each and every Thursday on YouTube.com or USPHL.com/The Dan K Show. You'll find us in both places. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at @the_Dan K Show. All the way out it goes. Racing down after this is Duffy. He'll get the icing whistle. And with 1:37 left, we'll have a very important face-off on the Dayton end of the ice.
Well, here's your opportunity to turn those face-off wins that have been so successful with all game into a goal. Wildcats have to focus. They have to keep the puck in the zone. It's not unheard of for them to keep the puck in the zone for almost 1:30. They've done it before. They need to do it now and get some sustained pressure. Hope that they can get a redirect in front of the net.
Face-off won by the Cats. Back to Duffy. Duffy from the blue line. Shot blocked on the way through by a skate. Tips this one along with a backhand. Duffy's going to retreat and race after this one. No icing here. No, he'll get the icing. Duffy wins the race. Looked like he said there wasn't going to be an icing. Last second, you get the call as Duffy wins the race. No chance there for Dayton to get the puck down.
And we're going to reset and do it again. Another opportunity for Kentucky to keep that puck in the zone. They almost were able to keep it in the zone on the last play. Boss did a great job there, and I think he's looking to play that blue line and keep things under control.
Timeout taken here by Dayton. They're going to talk this thing over in their D zone. They got to get a face-off win. Again, D zone wins. D-zone face-off wins get you to heaven, especially late in the game here. 1:26 left. If you're Kentucky, what do you draw up?
Well, I think if you're Kentucky, you don't draw up anything fancy here. You've been having success with the strategy that you've been playing all game. Win that face-off, get the puck back to the blue line, and then find your opening. Are you able to cycle the puck around the outside of the boards and overload one side of the ice? Then do that. Kentucky has been able to respond to what Dayton has thrown their way, and they've been able to respond quickly and efficiently. I would not be surprised if Dayton collapses around the net as an opportunity to try to keep that puck from getting to their goaltender. If that's the case, I would expect Kentucky to try to get the high-low game involved here.
I agree, and you're going to see who comes out to the ice here. Let's see who's on the ice for Kentucky. We got Duffy, who's had a strong showing thus far. Duffy, a dangerous wrister high when he gets the opening. Gary Eastlack will take the ice. Zach Bartus, they'll be joined by Max Proctor and Mikey Liska. Liska, Proctor, Duffy, Eastlack. Back out it comes. Bartus, wrister through, goes off the boards, looking for a good deflection, couldn't get it. Back to the circle, spinning shot, no. Rebound, try in front, kick, save made by Jurgic. Somehow doesn't go. Looked like a game winner. Couldn't close it out. Looking to center this one back on. Could not. Stolen away. Dayton now on the attack. 1 minute remaining. Skates on in. Shot. Kick save it a beauty. Rebound try. Kicked aside. Oh, big stop there by Williams. Getting his leg to it. Getting the pad to it to make the play. This one's pitchforked up to center. Body in front of it is Liska. Liska dishes out a big hit. 50 seconds left. High pressure put on by Kentucky. Off the boards here. Chipped along only as far as center. Down the plate is Duffy. Duffy backhands this one out, forehands this one forward. Back on looking for Liska. Can't find him. Eastlack back skates to get to it, cannot. Eastlack now high pressure on. Spinning pass, turnover forced. Liska pushes this ahead. Looking for Eastlack, can't find him, will take it himself. Trying to put it along, tipped out of play. Faceoff will stay in the zone with 28.9 left. Kentucky one last chance here.
They've got the chance, they've got the skill, and I think after that last stoppage they were able to prepare a lot more. Great job by Dayton though, right? You know what you have to do as Kentucky. You have to keep it in the zone. Dayton is sticks on the ice. You get out of here. It doesn't matter if it gets past center ice. They want it out of their zone as quickly and often as possible.
Back out the center, spinning pass, trying to get it through, cannot. Stolen away by Jimmy Cash. Cash trying to cash in here to the forehand. Around the net, shot from an odd angle, save made, covered up. Good idea by Jimmy Cash. Late in games, throw the puck at the net. See if he can get home. Crash the net, throw the puck at it, tied at 3, 15 and a half left. Kentucky trying to get the timeout, and now they will. Kentucky takes their timeout. You get one for a reason. 15 and a half left, again with an opportunity out of a timeout to draw play up and try to get a face-off win here.
Well, it's an opportunity you want to take advantage of, certainly. If you've got a face-off in the in Dayton zone, you want to make sure that if you win that face-off, you know exactly what you're going to be doing for 15.5 seconds. You know, we saw that they had some success with the high-low a little bit earlier, you know, in this series with about 1 minute and 17 seconds left on the clock. They've been using that high-low game to their advantage, but they've also done really well at spreading the ice, having their defensemen pinch the boards at the blue line, having their forwards in and around, kind of swirling around the goaltender. Wouldn't be surprised if they stack the far side of the ice. If you're watching at home, the far side on your camera, try to cycle the puck around there. They've had some success going from that side to the near side of the ice, trying to get the goalie vision away from the puck and crossing the slot.
You're looking at the crowd right now. Crowd trying to keep that energy going at 2:30 in the morning. You got to move to stay alive here. We're looking in a booth here. We got a great crew with us today. Everybody staying tall, staying with it, battling through. Late game, late start, good hockey. If you're staying up with us, we hope you have a nice warm cup of Joe because it is late. It is past my bedtime, but this hockey's keeping me awake and alive here. Face off here, 15 and a half seconds remain in regulation. 3-3 the score. Eastlack can't get to it, now he does. Shot from an odd angle, rebound try, no. Eastlack comes in and whiffs. Oh, the puck just bounced over the stick. Eastlack would have had a chance there to put it on net, could not. Spinning pass out of the zone to center, 2-1. Regulation was not enough. We are tied at 3. We take a deep breath and we wonder to ourselves, just how will this end? Lucas, how do you think it ends?
Well, I mean, I think it ends with a Kentucky victory. I think they have been overpowering. I think that their offense has been firing, especially late in the game. I think the issue is that Dayton's defense has just been so good, especially late in this game. You're gonna have to really get organized if you're Kentucky. They've had some success on this dump the puck in, see who can make something happen. If you're gonna beat Dayton, you have to start cycling the puck. You have to get your offense organized. Get to a situation where you're set up. Don't be afraid to play a little bit more of that traditional style of hockey.
That's right, and you look at this, we're gonna go 4-on-4 for 5 minutes. 4-on-4 for 5 minutes of hockey. 3-3 the score. Dayton trying to wake up the bench, trying to keep their team in it, trying to get some energy. For Kentucky, you're seeing a team that just seems determined to get a win. Not as much energy, not as much loud coming from that bench, not as much talking. Dayton seems to be trying to wake themselves up, though, and they've really brought it to Kentucky here in the last few minutes of that third period.
Well, it's the calm, cool, and collected of Kentucky versus the righteous indignation and energy coming from the Dayton side of the bench. It's very much a tale of two cities right now with the way that these two teams are approaching this overtime period.
The Cats will go from left to right on your screen in their white and blue with the checkerboard pattern. Dayton in that light blue and red will be going from right to left on your screen. we will be behind your screen on these microphones, bringing you all the action. Dan Kay, my right-hand man, my consigliere, my Michel, Lucas Jones, along with me. Again, we're bringing you the broadcast here from the Dan Kay Show. Gary Eastlack, Coach Clay were nice enough to invite us out here, and we're getting a chance to take in some Southern hospitality, but none of that being given out here in overtime hockey. It is time for overtime hockey. Kentucky here going right to left now. Face-off one immediately carried in. Eastlack with a shot. Rebound try. No, doesn't go. Whistle blows. Eastlack won the face-off through the legs, got loose, took the shot, kick, save, rebound try, doesn't go. Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
And Eastlack is still reeling from that one. He is skating very slowly around right now. What a 7 seconds that was.
Gary Eastlack goes east to west in a hurry and almost ends this one. Eastlack again tries to get to this, stolen away. Dayton on the break. Dayton to the forehand, waiting, holding, looking for a shot, can't find it. Shot save made, whistle blows.
Well, now you've got an interesting situation. If you're Kentucky, you've got to face off in your own zone, but you've had that success so far. You've got Eastlack on the ice who's taking